Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to today's live stream. How's everybody doing? I'm sick. All right, I'm sick. So I got these. I don't know how it happened, but I'm just not really feeling all that well. I'm not feeling all too hot today, but it's okay. I just been eating these like candy. I don't even know if that's bad for you, but my throat hurts. I just keep coughing and I'm really hot. But anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody else is doing okay. Yeah. I hope I at least sound more like Nicole Kessinger. I was trying to yesterday I think I probably sounded more like her. Yesterday, I couldn't really taste anything. Today I'm feeling, I am feeling a little better. I'm starting to taste my food again, but yesterday was really bad. And I did sound a lot like Nicole Kessinger yesterday. So I was hoping that I can at least keep the voice for today. uh the Oh, could it be the wildfire smoke? Yes. Yeah, I suspect it's probably the wildfire smoke too. Um, especially today, it's the air quality is really bad. It's really hot and it's miserable. Even my cats, I feel, are suffering. Mr. Butters has been sneezing a lot more. So yeah, it just kind of sucks. Tiger, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So Scott, as long as you don't sound like Ronnie Watts. Right. Tiffany, no way. Not sure who all saw, but I posted a picture of Chris's crusty sock. No way. No way. I have to look it up. Ugh, I'm so miserable today. Oh my God, I just don't want to cough up a storm, you know? I don't want to be here talking and they like just constantly. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. I have to check it out, Tiffany. Oh, look at this. Julie, thank you for that. The work truck. All right, let's go ahead and I just want to check this out. Oh, a little kitty. All right, now I'm just going through all kinds of things now. Let's scroll. Tommy's girl, I love the potato. Here, you guys. Might as well, right? Here. Oh my goodness. I don't know why. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where is it? Where Oh, so cute. Little baby. All right, where's the crusty sock at? Did I just miss it? This is so cool. Thank you, Eileen. Wow, Jimi Hendrix. This is really good. Dang, you guys are really creative. We have artists, we have um Tiffany who creates masterpieces of Chris and Nicole Kessinger. Okay, where's the crusty sock at? I don't see it. Tiffany, I don't see it. How long ago did you post it? Do you remember? I don't see it. Oh, gee. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, let me know if you find it, please. If any of you guys find it, unless I'm missing it or I'm just not scrolling that far down. Okay. Yeah, the potato head. The potato head is the best. Oh man. That thing is so funny. Here, you guys, let's just go ahead and show the full photo. Look at that. That hairline, that is identical. It looks exactly like Twistifer, doesn't it? It looks exactly like Twistifer. Like, man, I suggest a sausage. There's no sausage, so it's exactly him. It's just like Chris. Oh man. I love the I love the sun or the glasses too, the reading glasses. But this is definitely my favorite part. The Count Dracula look that Chris has. Oh, man. Thank you guys so much for that. Oh, man. I crack up when you guys post just the funniest things. Rhea posts she posts, like, the funniest things of Chris and Nicole Kessinger. Man. Alright, guys, but anyway, okay, we're gonna be getting into, we're gonna continue with unmasking Nicole Kessinger. We're gonna be doing part 5, so this is her 5th interview, and this is the interview that she had with Kevin Kovac on the phone. Alright, so let's go ahead and see it. It is, um wait a minute. Oh, no, sorry, it's not the phone one. The phone one we just did. The 5th and last interview is gonna be the last interview, which is it should be the one of her in person. So, let's go ahead and get into that and see what else we can find, what else we can uncover, and then what else we can add to the calendar. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. He has no legs.
Hey guys, this is part 5 of the Unmasking NK series. We have had
Oh, man. Right, he has no legs. The guy skipped a leg day every day, didn't he? Chris? He never did legs. All right, let's continue.
quite a few requests to make additional episodes of this series and even kind of some specific requests on specific information. So we feel strongly about the content that we put out. We feel strongly about this topic in particular, and so we will most likely be making some additional episodes. I want to talk about 2 things that came up while I was making part 5. When I was editing and putting this video together last week, I got some new information I wasn't expecting from a source, and it's information that I haven't heard reported on before. I also decided to wait on the oxygen special to air, and I'm glad that I did. And as most of you know, this is the 5th interview that NK has done, and she does it down at the CBI office in Lakewood, Colorado. And this is the first video recorded interview that we have. And I know one of my biggest comments I get on these is,
Can you guys hear okay? I know last time some of you couldn't hear the audio from the content or the video itself. Just let me know if you guys can hear it.
people love when I put the commentary up when she's talking, and I will do that through some of this. However, in some of these clips, I'm going to have just the video, because I think it's important to see body language, and just because this is the first video where we're able to see her interacting with the agents. I feel like I have to say this at the beginning of every single video. So if you're wondering why I always say this, there is a reason, because there will inevitably be comments saying that we are doing this exact thing. I've stopped answering them because we're not, but nowhere in this series will you hear me accuse her of anything. We use cell phone records, GPS, and we're doing live commentary and interviews that we're listening to. We're analyzing this information and we're inserting our personal opinions. It doesn't mean that they're right. It just means there are opinions based on our research.
Yep, these are all opinions based on research. Right? It doesn't mean that we're right. We could very well all be really, really wrong, and we'll all end up at the asylum together. But hey, it's okay. At least we're going to be together. As long as we're together, everything is fine. Right? Um, right, Jerry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Um, yeah, if the sound on the video is really low, it's just gonna stay low. So I'm gonna try and put the volume up as high as it can go. But yeah, we'll try. We'll try our very best. Oh man. All right, let's continue.
And it doesn't mean that we're accusing her.
Yeah, we are
aren't.
right.
At the end
Exactly, Scott. We are right. Oh man. He skipped a leg growing in the womb. He really did. He really did. He's like a tadpole, isn't he, Chris? He's just all head and just a little bit of legs. You could just kind of just see the legs kind of just dangling like a tadpole. Anyway, let's continue.
of the day, we don't know. We know what our opinions and our thoughts are. We know that there are differing opinions and thoughts on this, and that the topic of her is very polarizing. We understand that. And this goes for both sides, but at the end of the day, the only people that know what really happened that are still alive to talk about it are Chris and NK. The video starts out with Agent Kovac walking her into
There
an
it
interview
is.
room and leaving her there while he goes to do something. She's attempting to transfer contacts over.
There it is. Oh man. This is gonna be miserable today, isn't it? Oh man. This is gonna suck. All right. But here we are. This is Nicole Kessinger. This is the part where she's trying to access her Wi-Fi, right? She can't access her contacts because she told Kevin that her Google password is, she forgot it or whatever. I don't know my Google password. So we're about to watch this. It is so ridiculous. I will say I spent the entire day yesterday rewatching all of these interviews. I don't know how I do it, but I think I was just feeling so sick. And I was, even, like, doing impressions because I was sick, so I felt like I just sounded a lot more like her. But anyway, yeah, I spent the entire day yesterday analyzing, going back through the calendar, and it's just so crazy. The thing is, I've watched this video so many times, and we still miss a lot of things that she says. It's so interesting. LA woman, thank you so much. As soon as I relocate, I'll be a regular contributor. Aw, thank you. Aw, LA woman, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Feel better. Love you and your fur babies. Love you, rock stars. Aw, thank you. Aw, thank you guys so much. You guys are so sweet. Oh, I put it on the other channel yesterday. Okay, got it. All right, Tiffany. All right, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. All right. All right, let's continue.
I've probably watched too much First 48, but I imagine them all huddled up in a separate room, studying her behavior while she's in there messing with her phone. A lot of people have mentioned what she wore that day with the jeans and the long sleeve jacket being strange, as it was August. Since I've heard this so many times when this interview is discussed, I figured I'd look up what the temperature was that day. And as you can see, on August 23rd of 2018, it wasn't terribly hot like it can be in August in Colorado. We can easily get over 100, but it was almost 90 degrees. When Agent Kobach comes back into the room, NK again begins the interview with a very sad, depressed mood. She then flips into an almost flirtatious tone, in my opinion.
Yeah, she does. She's always depressed, isn't she? Well, she's only depressed when it's convenient for her, right? She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me a question about my phone calls? I'm hungry." Right? All of a sudden, she's hungry, she's sleepy, she's tired, she's hot, she's cold. "Oh, I want chips. I don't want chips. I want some spinach dip. I don't want spinach dip." It's always something with her. Always. Hot chocolate lover, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Feel better soon, rocks. After your live stream, get plenty of rest and cuddles with your babies. Yes. Yes, yes, I will. I've just been drinking a lot of tea. And, I did feel it. I felt it coming on Saturday. Like, on Saturday, I just didn't feel right. And then on Sunday, I started feeling less good, right? More shitty. And then it just hit me all at once. So, man. Fair Foxtails. Yeah, exactly. Always a flirt. This is what I've said, right? She plays damsel in distress. She does the whole thing too, right? When she's walking out, she's talking to Kevin. She's like, "Kevin, look at my throat. Look at my throat though. Kevin, do they know that I'm your witness?" Right? She tries to be all sexy and she's always playing the victim. And in this case, she's asking both men to help her with her phone, right? She's asking the other guy to, "Oh, see, the thing is that I really want to help you guys, but I just don't even have a password anymore. Can you help me?" She always does that weird girly voice, right? When she's trying to convince men that she needs help. I don't know why she doesn't just talk to her therapist like that. Maybe her therapist will give her some help. Anyway, let's continue.
She appears to communicate with men in this damsel in distress type of manner. Watch how her demeanor changes when agents Tammy Lee and Stacy Galbraith enter the room.
And here's subject to recording, just so you know. And you said on your text that you might have remembered some more stuff.
Yeah,
So let's do your phones first.
I need to. They gave me a piece of paper to transfer my contacts. Wouldn't do it for me, but
You should be able to just put them on the iCloud.
I don't know.
I don't know what the iCloud is. Oh my goodness. Look, she's already coming up with all of these excuses, right? Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be so hard today. She's already coming up with all the excuses. "I don't know. I really wish they had done it for me. They gave me this paper with instructions. I don't know how to read." She's coming up with all kinds of excuses as to why she's not able to transfer her contacts or her texts. Everything with her is an excuse. She's beyond therapy. I mean, she really is. She really is. Therapy could not help her. Yeah, she changed her tune when she found out the IT. Yes, exactly. Yeah, she did. That is so true. She does. She definitely changes her tune when she finds out that the IT guy isn't just a Verizon wireless worker or a T-Mobile worker. She finds out, oh, hold on, he's a CBI agent. Oh, okay. Never mind. Give me my phone back, bro. Right? All of a sudden, she's like, no, I can do it myself. I can definitely read these instructions myself. But at first, she thought that maybe he was just an employee, right? At Verizon Wireless across the street. She's so insane. Let's continue.
How to do this? They said to follow this app. I can't even find the app store on this phone.
Is it Android?
Yeah.
Mm.
So strange. I tried to transfer all the stuff from this phone to this phone last night, and it started syncing up like old text, like stuff I don't even have saved in here.
Or anyone from Chris?
Yeah, a few, but not many. It's pretty short. There's like 10 or 12, and there's like a few from those days, but most of it is.
Hi.
Hello.
Nikki.
This is
Yeah.
Tammy.
Tammy.
And come in,
Nice to meet
Stacey.
you.
Yeah, I'm Stacey Galbraith.
Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
All right.
Getting through it?
Trying.
Yeah.
Stressing out.
Stressing out? Yeah, you look stressed out. Did you get some therapy figured out?
I'm waiting for.
Yeah, she looks stressed out. I mean, she shouldn't be stressed out. She's a witness, isn't she? Why is she so stressed? This is the other one, too. You kind of notice her demeanor change. Did you guys notice that? She was all like, oh my God, I need help. And then as soon as the two women walk into the room, she's like, who the fuck are you? Right? She's like, oh yeah, let me shake your hand. And she's like squeezing so hard, right? Because I feel that she feels intimidated. That's what I think. Again, it's just my opinion. But I think that she feels intimidated by these women walking in. Look at the way she's looking at them. She's like, excuse me? Oh, I didn't know that you guys hired women with CBI. Are you guys hiring? I just lost my job. Right? Nichol Kessinger probably trying to get a job with CBI to see what she can dig up on her own case. Yeah, but all of this to me is very clear that she is threatened by these women. Again, if a woman had interviewed Nichol Kessinger, this entire interview I think would have gone a different way. What do you guys think? I know a lot of you have said that too. Oh, yes. Yeah, her voice drops an octave. Yeah, exactly. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't have been stressed. Yeah, I would have been horrified. Exactly, right? You would be crying. You would be horrified that the woman that you're playing, or the man that you're playing Twister with is a murderer, right? He killed his entire family. But no, she's not crying. She doesn't feel anything. She doesn't feel betrayed even. She's like, oh, I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. But no. She is not acting that way at all. The other thing I noticed is Kevin looks too relaxed. He does. He definitely looks a lot more relaxed in this video than in the first one, right? The first interview, he didn't look this chill. He was like, all right, tell me, what more do you remember? At this point, I think he's kind of happy that he's never going to see her again. What do you guys think? Yeah, she should definitely be interviewed by a woman. Yes, she should have been. I don't know one female YouTube content creator that thinks NK is innocent, but there are several male ones. Yes. Yeah, that's very accurate, Boops. I've seen that too, right? Pretty interesting phenomenon. I don't think that many female content creators think that she's innocent. It keeps buffering. Oh, really? Interesting. I keep buffering. How so? That's so weird. It's huh. All right, you guys let me know. Let me know. I'm just gonna I don't see myself buffering on my end. And it says stream is healthy. Analytics, stream settings. Am I good? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and It was 133, and then it just boop dropped to 104. It's buffering hardcore still? Am I still buffering? It doesn't show that I'm buffering on my end. Yeah. God's trying to give your throat the day off. Okay, it's been good for a while. Okay. Okay. I don't know, you guys. You know, the other day I was filming a video. Have you guys seen the video from yesterday? Have you guys seen the video that I posted yesterday? I don't know what has been going on. I don't know if it's a supernatural thing going on or if it's Nicole Kessinger just hiding in my house. But yeah, I was filming a video and then it starts shaking in here. So many of you said it was an earthquake. It was not an earthquake. There were no earthquakes here, and there was not an earthquake reported anywhere near the area. And it was a rhythmic thumping, right? It was like this. Boom, 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 boom. And it's everything. Like the whole house was shaking, like the whole room. And the only thing that I was able to show in the video was my laptop shaking because it was doing this, right? You can kind of like barely see it shake, but everything was shaking and it had that rhythmic thump. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I'm guessing it was probably some construction. I don't know what it was. I still haven't figured it out, but I don't know. Maybe it was Nicole Kessinger trying to get in the house. Right? It was Sasquatch. She's trying to get in. She's like, why is the door not opening? She's like, Meanwhile, I'm up here like, oh my God, what's happening? Yeah, I even went downstairs to try and figure out what is that shaking? Nothing. The cats were freaked out. They ran off. They hid. And I'm just looking around. I went outside. Nothing. I don't know what's happening. Sage my house. I know. I have to sage my house again, I guess, because I just keep buffering. Okay. Am I good now? Am I good? All right. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and continue, guys. You guys let me know if I'm still buffering. I don't know why that's happening. I have really good internet. I pay a lot for it because shit. You know, live streaming takes a lot of whatever streaming energy. So I would hope not, unless I don't just need to change my provider or something, but it's been good. So I don't know. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and continue.
It's good to get back to me on that, but I'm trying to.
It'll help. Yeah. Does Hazel need to?
Yeah, we're gonna see if Hazel comes in. Weld County's just, I had to write a letter yesterday for Weld County to approve, to pay for her treatment.
Oh.
And then it's gotta go through a board because it's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
Since she's not an eyewitness,
Right.
but, it sounded like there was not gonna be any opposition to it. It's just a process.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you go through the text messages, Tammy and probably Stacy will be there.
Okay.
So you guys know each other. Or if they reach out to you, you know that they're not the media.
Yeah.
Can you guys give me your cards
Yeah.
before you leave? I got.
grab you one.
Okay. I just
Thank you.
with this new phone, it's like I got so many numbers that I'm sure I can
So-
figure out. But I need to just deal with that. Like if you guys can help me get all of my contacts from this phone to.
So I can get a tech guy maybe to help me, cause I'm bad at it
He gave
too.
me
So
instructions on.
this is your old phone?
This is the one that I use for communication. This is the one that's going through it.
Okay.
This one's mine
This is
now.
nicer.
I know. iPhones suck. I'm
I
kind
know.
of relieved to have this back.
Okay, so you're,
iPhones suck. Again, everything with her is an excuse, isn't it? She is also, she keeps interrupting Kevin. She's like, oh, they just gave me this paper. Can you just help me? All I need to do is transfer my contacts from this phone to this phone, right? She always gives them like the exact thing that she wants them to do. She says, yeah, you can have my phone, but you can only have the text messages between me and Chris from July on, right? There's always some I don't know, something specific that she wants the cops to look at, but not everything else. And in this case, she's doing the exact same thing. She's like, oh, can you please help me? But all I need to do is get my contacts from this phone to this phone. That's it. Don't look at anything else. And now she's saying, oh, iPhones suck. I don't know how to work this thing. What even is this device? Is this a pair in the back? Oh, goodness.
You want to move contacts from there to there.
That's all I want to do. Once you guys do that, then you guys can have this phone. I mean, he gave me a way to do it, so I think I need to connect to Wi-Fi, and then I need to download this app, and then I think once I download it, I can sync it up. And I need to just download the app on both phones.
So let me get a guy who knows about
There he
Wi-Fi.
is.
Is your password still 653038?
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
So that's going to be that one. And which one is getting all the new text messages? Your new phone?
I've only got a few, and they're like, now I get what you're saying, like they're out of order, they're scrambled, they're missing.
Oh
They don't
my God.
make sense. I got super excited when I saw them because I was like, maybe it'll be all of them, but it's not.
Oh, please. Oh my God. My throat cannot handle Nichol Kessinger today. Oh my God. She says, I got so happy. I really thought that all the text messages were coming back. And then I got so disappointed when I realized, oops, they're still deleted. It is so ridiculous to think that Nichol Kessinger actually wanted to access her text messages, the ones that she deleted. She's really saying here, I was so happy. I thought, oh my God, here they are. Oh, too bad, Kevin. Oh my goodness. Let's watch that again. That was ridiculous.
So that's going to be that one. And which one is getting all the new text messages? Your new phone?
I've only got a few, and they're like, now I get what you're saying, like they're out of order, they're scrambled, they're missing. They don't make sense. I got super excited when I saw them because I was like, maybe it'll be all of them, but it's not.
So
Maybe it'll be all of them, but it's not. Oh my God. Yeah, she's gaslighting. Yeah, she's full of shit. That's exactly what it is. She's just gaslighting.
maybe what I'll ask, we have a device that maybe we can download that too.
This one too? Alright. I mean, I don't know if that'll work, but we can try it.
Here's mine.
Thank you for, thank you.
So even though this is now the fifth interview and Agent Kobeck has explained in detail many times why they need the contents of her phone, she still continues to question them and be difficult about providing them with what they're asking for. She's done a great job of getting rid of most of the text between she and Chris, and the ones that they do have, a lot of them are scrambled and have the wrong dates and confusing.
Ah, they're so scrambled, Kevin. I get what you're saying now. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. They're just not there. Yeah. They're all scrambled. Right, because she deleted them. She deleted everything. I mean, yeah, she's trying to access her phone. Everything is coming back, but it's coming back in chunks, just like her memory.
And despite her many apologies, apologizing for the fact that they don't have these and they need them, she continues her non-cooperative tone by refusing to provide them with her Google password. They ask her numerous times, and she tells them she's normally really good with passwords, but in this instance, she can't remember it. Therefore, they have more difficulties trying to use Celebrite and getting info extracted in this interview as well.
Exactly. Right? Nichol Kessinger likes to claim that she's so good at everything. Hang on, I just need to make sure that these are, what are these? Okay. Are these gonna make my throat numb? I'm just wondering. I don't know. These are strong, aren't they? Mixed berry flavor. Okay. Ooh. It's got a kick. All right. Hopefully these work better than these other ones. Where was I? Oh, that's right. So she's claiming that she's really good at passwords. She's really good at Wi-Fi. She's really good at all these things. I mean, she's a geologist after all. But in this case, she just doesn't know her password. Like, she lost her Google password. Girl, all you have to do is reset your password. It's not that hard. Google is perhaps the easiest thing, right? The easiest one of all of them to be able to retrieve your password. Just fucking retrieve it. Like, choose a new password, right? Duke 175 or, Potato Head 123, whatever. Just make up a password and access your phone. Like, it's not that hard. But again, right? She tries every single excuse and she tries to buy time. I think that's what she's doing the most is she's buying time. What do you guys think? I think she buys time and she tries to figure out how to get out of certain things. Yeah, she loses her memory occasionally. Yeah, it's not her fault. She can't help it. Oh. Yeah, it's her random amnesia, right? She just has random amnesia every once in a while. She knew everything before they asked. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can also just transfer her contacts manually. There's so many things. Exactly. I mean, she can do it manually. She can do it by iCloud, right? Or the cloud. It's not really that difficult. Everything these days when it comes to phones are so easy. I mean, my goodness. Have you guys just gotten really close to a friend who has an iPhone and then the phones start to vibrate? They start to zzz, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Right? The phones are literally doing it for you. Man. Anyway, I removed it. Neithia. Neithia, are you gonna use that password? Right. Yeah, potato head 123. All right. All right, guys, let's continue. Oh, why isn't it working?
as well.
Oh, there
The
it is.
familiar dance between Agent Kobach and NK continues, where she tries to go off on irrelevant tangents and he tries to rein her back in. In my opinion, he sounds more annoyed in this interview than any of the previous ones. I also think he's a little more aggressive with her than he has been previously. And I
Yeah.
use that term loosely, of course, because in my opinion, they have been incredibly soft on her, shockingly so, especially with some of the, things that don't add up that that they've noticed. But in these next two parts, at least, he does address at least one of the things that I think is a huge red flag. There's a couple points in this interview that no matter what was ever said, I just don't think I could be convinced that there's not more to this story. And as I play the clip for you and let you know what that is, you can let me know in the comments what you think. But we're about to listen to one of them.
So your phone this time, do you have any objections to us looking at everything in your phone?
Why do you guys need that? I'm just curious. Like, why do you need everything as opposed to just
So when
Oh my god. Why do you guys need that? I'm just curious. Why do you need everything on my phone? I'm just curious. I mean, do know that you are just now investigating a quadruple homicide, but why do you need my phone? I mean, really? Nicole Kessinger did not cooperate with police. Anybody that says that she was cooperating and that she was there willingly and she's just really trying to help police is not watching the same thing we are watching, because this is not someone who's helpful. Someone who's constantly saying, "Oh, why do you need that?" Or, "Oh, I thought you already had my text messages. Why do you need my phone?" That sounds like someone who is not trying to cooperate with police, right? What do you guys think? Hmm. Yeah, her evil was shining through on the last picture with the sunglasses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one where she's trying to look like Kristen Stewart. She thinks she's a vampire. Wee. Rox, imagine you can get an interview with Cindy. Even, yeah. I mean, I would wish me luck, right? Wish me luck. I don't think that I could get an interview with Cindy, but it would be nice to have one. Exactly. Why? It's a quadruple homicide, lady, and you are the mistress. You're the mistress.
Well, because it's easier to get it, and if we're looking at all the material, let's say I take everything off your phone, I can put a date in, like let's say August 10th through the 15th, because those are critical days. But other conversations between you and Chris, or other text messages between you and Chris from June or July, then it makes it harder for me to find all those. Do you understand what I mean? It's easier for them to just take everything. I don't know. Are they?
Yeah, I mean, except for when I first met him and it was his APC thing.
Okay, and
Huh?
then what about your phone log? It's always his 910 number,
all the time.
right?
Like, it's
And then
always that one, or originally was his.
we talked about your GPS looking, like knowing where your phone is at certain
I
times.
mean, you guys can have all that. I just was like, oh my god, I have so many texts on here between me and all my friends. I'm like, do they really want all this stuff?
Well, is there anything in those texts that you'd be concerned
Oh my god.
So, well, not really, or yes or no?
No, I mean, like, the other day, my dad and I just had to do some damage control because a lot of
Ugh. What do you guys think? Is Kevin annoyed with her? I definitely sense that he's annoyed with her, right? He's pushing her more, he's challenging her more. When she answers a question, he's like, "Okay, no, yes or no. Like, tell me yes or no. Like, I asked you a question, answer it." But now he's kind of pushing her more. I think it's because he's one, he's happy he's never gonna have to see her again because she keeps waking him up at 2 in the morning saying, "I remembered more stuff." And on top of that, I think that he's probably on thin ice. He got pulled from the case immediately after, probably because he was getting too close to her. Those text messages were getting a little bit inappropriate, don't you guys think? I don't know. I've seen some mixed opinions about that. Some of you think that he had to talk to her that way so that she can open up to him, but others think that he was a little bit too inappropriate with her. What do you guys think? I think it was a bit inappropriate. A lot of those text messages just should never have been sent. A lot of them are kind of strange. What do you guys think? Here, let's go ahead and see if I can pull up some of them. Um, yeah, some of those text messages are just really weird. Okay, let's go ahead and see. I'm just gonna just pick one randomly. Hmm. Okay, I just picked one just randomly out of the folder. Look at this. Not at all. I saw that today. It posted a week or so ago. Been wondering why that guy has been posting that kind of stuff because it never made any sense. In one of those articles, he talks about a lawsuit too. No idea. If the other lover is fake, I already considered maybe it was this man making the prank. Oh, look at that. Or maybe the poster knows the other man Chris was with and made some assumptions about me. No idea. Right? I mean, they're really talking back and forth about the case. He's asking her, "Hey, have you seen this video? Have you seen that video?" And they're kind of just talking throughout the day. I mean, it's still about the case, but it's a lot about her. Here's another one. Email or flash would be great. Thanks. Done, she says. Thanks, see you tomorrow. Out of curiosity, why do I have to come in to address the news that broke last week? Look at that. He didn't even answer that question. Holy shit. He did not even answer that question. He left her on red. Oh my God. Look at that. I would like to introduce you to the lead detective and cover anything else you want to talk about. Also speak with you about witness protection and name change info. Look, he didn't even address this thing. Out of curiosity, why do I have to come in to address the news that broke last week? Out of curiosity, she says. How is she so curious? This is a quadruple homicide. I can't believe she's that curious. Like, lady, what is wrong with her? There's no DNA evidence. Yeah, Twats killed poor Bella and Cece. Kevin is an a-hole. Yeah, he fed her too much info. Exactly. Josie, exactly. It was inappropriate because he definitely fed her way too much info. They were talking too casually. It was way too casual. They should not have ever been talking that way. Kevin should have never been letting her know all these things. See, this is another one. Look at this one. It's okay. Let's plan on next week. I'm all tied up today. And Nichol Kessinger says, okay. He says, thanks. And then look at this. I need to speak with Charlotte. Can you provide me with her phone number? He says. Isn't he the detective? Isn't Kevin the CBI agent? Does he not have Charlotte's number? Why does he have to give her a heads up? He's tipping her off. What do you guys think? To me, this is a tip, right? He's tipping her off. He's like, hey, I need to speak to Charlotte. Give me her number. And that gives Nichol Kessinger the opportunity to do a bunch of stupid things, right? Then she goes, out of respect, her father's viewing service is tomorrow. And then, right, Kevin says, I was going to ask. I'll wait until next week. Should I inform her that you're going to call her or not? Please don't, says Kevin, right? But he did that to himself. He did it to himself. She's asking, should I inform her that you're about to call her? He says, please don't. Okay. Yeah, no shit, Nichol. But also, no shit, Kevin. If he's going to be sending her these text messages, obviously Kevin Nichol Kessinger is going to have the opportunity to then tip off Charlotte. Oh, goodness. All right. Where are we at with the votes? Oh, here we go. Do we think the interview would have been different with a female agent? Look at that. 97% say yes. Only 3% say no. So 3% came from, one vote was from Glory Hole, and 2 votes came from Nicole Kessinger's many YouTube accounts. Nice. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and end that poll. And then I'm going to ask you guys the next question is going to be about Kevin's text messages, the ones that we just saw here. Let's go ahead and pull it up again because it is so absurd. I can't believe it. When I was reading through these text messages, I could not believe how casual Kevin was with her. It's inappropriate, in my opinion. Do you think Kevin's conversations were inappropriate? Okay. Do you want to see what you guys think? These interviews are so poorly done. Yeah, they are. They absolutely are. All right, guys. Do you think Kevin's conversations with NK were inappropriate? Yes, no, or not sure, and you need more evidence? Because if you do need more evidence, we definitely have it. We have it for you. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot of text messages just didn't seem right. This is one of them, right? Again, what is a CBI agent doing asking the witness in a quadruple homicide for the phone number of her friend? He should already have that. He should already have it. And if he doesn't, Google it. Right? Isn't he a detective? Anyway, let's continue.
A lot of people were like, hey, Mies, call me, I don't know what to say. And I just told them all, like, I didn't say anything. I pretty much just said, if mediators contact you, tell them no comment. I was like, please be nice to them. I was like, you do not need to talk to them. I was like, I'm safe, I'm not in trouble, I've been breaking laws. And I was just like, just send your love and support. And that was all I said to people.
So did that prompt all the phone calls of people going,
No,
are you okay?
they were prompting me.
All right. And
That
that's
is
when
why I did that, because I didn't even want to, like, say that, but I was getting all sorts of texts from people that were like, media should have contacted me, I don't know what to do. I didn't tell them that I was a witness, I didn't tell them anything about that. It was just like, just say no comment, I need you to do this.
Okay.
And then a couple of my, like, super, super close friends, I asked them if they would be courteous enough to take all the pictures that we had of each other off Facebook and social media, and they said yes, and that was like a couple of really close friends.
Is there any text messages between you and
A couple of really close friends, she says. Who's she talking about here? What, Gino? Charlotte? Danielle? Who else? Jim? She's talking about her really close friends. I don't even think this woman has really close friends, except for maybe Jim. But she's talking about how she asked all of her friends to take photos of her down.
friends that reference anything that would be concerning regarding this case?
No.
Like talking about Chris? I think you've told me that you've never even really talked with.
My friends about him. No, and like my friend's dad died last night, like yesterday.
I'm not worried about that.
No, I know, but she started like, oh my god, she was really drunk last night. She started like freaking out. She's like, I don't know what's going on in your life. She's like, I don't know if it pertains to this case. And she like just sent me like a screenshot of a news article of that case, and she was just like, she's like.
What about conversations?
I didn't mention that it had anything to do with that. She's like, I don't know if that's what it is. He works in Anadarko. She's like, I really don't give a shit. She's like, I just really need you to be here with me and my dad and this and this and this. And she was just kind of upset because I had asked her to please say no comment to the media, and it happened to be like right when her dad died, and I think she was feeling a little like, yeah, but I mean, you guys can read this. There's nothing in there of me actually saying anything about it. I just told
What's
her.
your phone number on that phone?
720, it's the same phone number that's on this one, 656-9605.
Notice that how notice how much she emphasizes that Charlotte's dad died. Oh, he died. Oh my god, he died. Oh man, yeah, he like died. If you guys need to talk to Charlotte, just know that her dad just died. Yeah, don't ask her way too many questions because she's distraught. Her dad just died. I think she's weaponizing it. What do you guys think? See, the thing is with Nicole Kessinger, I I don't know if it's just me. You guys let me know, right? You guys are here to let me know if you guys see it the same way I do or maybe not. But with me, I'm so skeptical. Everything that Nicole Kessinger does to me just seems weird. So even that, the way that she just keeps saying it over and over and over again. It's almost so that Kevin can be like, "Oh, okay, you're right. Maybe I shouldn't ask her any questions." Here, let's go ahead and pull up the text message, right? Because she does it again. She does it again. Out of respect, her father's viewing service is tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Of course, Kevin says, I was going to ask. I'll just wait until next week, right? This here. That's why, right? Now he had to wait until next week. Who knows? Who knows what kind of coaching Nicole Kessinger gave Charlotte in that week, right? I don't know. Am I being too cynical here? Am I just too cynical? Do I just think that every little thing is for Nicole Kessinger's benefit? I don't know. I think so. I think so. And that's why I think that everything that Kevin did, tipping her off and letting her know all these things, it just completely messed up the entire investigation. Because any questions that he asked Charlotte thereafter, it didn't matter because Nicole Kessinger got a hold of her before Kevin did. It's just, I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you think she celebrates more weddings or funerals? What? What? What kind of question is that, Jerry? Do you think she celebrates more weddings or funerals? I don't know. Celebrates? What do you think, guys? Do you think she celebrates funerals? She probably does, right? She brings those little poppers to all of them. She's like, I'm so sorry. Your dad just died. Celebrate! Oh, who's got the champagne? Probably. I mean, this woman can't read the room. It's all about her, right? She's like, I'm here for the funeral because I heard there's food. Where's the food at? I'm just here for the free drinks, really. That's probably why she showed up. That's probably probably the reason we saw her in that video for the funeral is because there were free drinks. Right? She showed up for the free drinks and the food and the cholesterol intake. All right, guys. Let's continue.
Don't know. I mean, you guys can look
So
into this.
there was a conversation that I asked you about between you and Charlotte too.
That's the same girl.
That same girl who was freaking out.
Yeah.
So was there ever a conversation about kids with you and Charlotte? Like I can't remember the exact context, but
I
you guys
told
were
her I was
talking.
hanging out with a guy who had kids.
Okay. And what?
She has not even like put
Wait. All right. So your
anything.
conversation about him having kids, how did that go?
I mean, I don't know. I just told her.
Is
he
it
has
still?
kids.
Did you
Yeah,
delete
yeah,
that, or is it
no,
still?
no,
in
no,
there?
I have no. I have no reason to delete anything else on my phone. And the
Okay.
reason I deleted all this stuff with Chris is because he was making me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't want to see it in my phone.
Okay, look at how she's deflecting. She is so clearly deflecting. Is this not? Oh my God, this is so obvious. She's so clearly deflecting. Kevin is asking her about her conversations with Charlotte. And she's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to talk about that. The reason I deleted everything is because I hate the guy. Really? Really? We're about to go through the text messages between her and Charlotte. And those are the text messages that Nicole Kessinger doesn't want to talk about.
She has not even like put
Wait. All right. So your
anything.
conversation about him having kids, how did that go?
I mean, I don't know. I just told her.
Is
he
it
has
still?
kids.
Did you
Yeah,
delete
yeah.
that?
I don't know. I just told her. And of course, Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin needs training. She's about to spit it out, and then Kevin interrupts her yet again. Yet again.
What?
She has not even like put
Wait. All right. So your
anything.
conversation about him having kids, how did that go?
I mean, I don't know. I just told her.
Is
he
it
has
still?
kids.
Did you
Yeah,
delete
yeah,
that, or is
no,
it
no,
still?
no,
in
no.
there?
I have no reason to delete anything else on my phone. And the
Okay.
reason I deleted all this stuff with Chris is because he was making me feel really uncomfortable, and I didn't want to see it in my phone anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me scroll all the way back here, man. Scroll top.
Let me just scroll all the way back. Well, Kevin interrupted her, and she was about to answer the question when he goes, oh, is it this or that? Oh my goodness, Kevin. See, I try to give Kevin the benefit of the doubt, and I try to not be so roasty with him, but he deserves a roast. He deserves a roast because he doesn't even let her talk. All right. Look at these text messages. Been kind of hanging out with a guy recently, keeping it a secret. Dude loves to eat the kitty. Meow. Never met a man who does till now. I just let it happen. LOL. Right? This is why she is so hooked on Chris. She's never met a man that has done that. I feel bad for her. I feel really bad for her. No, I don't. And then, Charlotte adds her 2 cents. She says, the kids are cute, mine, right? And all that other stuff. So you mean it's not just given that your man should go down? LOL. Of course, Nicole Kessinger, she's got, Sorry. I'm so- Gerald's 2 cents. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Gerald's 2 cents says love eating love eating stinky bananas. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Oh. Oh man. I can't be laughing that much. I'm sick, you guys. I'm sick. It just brings everything up in my throat when I laugh really hard. Starlass, welcome. Oh, thank you so much. Welcome to Diamond. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't be laughing that hard. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So yeah, Nicole Kessinger, right, with her with her steak empanadas and her crab boil, poor thing, has never met a man that will service her needs, right? And so she's talking about it to Charlotte. Did you try the pillow doggy style thing yet? Huh. This is interesting. You know, I just thought about this. Doesn't doesn't Jim and Nicole Kessinger, don't they have like a Venmo transaction or something and it says pillow talk? Doesn't it? I don't know why that just kind of came to me. Seeing this, did you try the pillow doggy style thing? And there's communication in a Venmo between Jim and Nicole Kessinger and it's pillow talk, right? Am I wrong about this or what? You guys let me know. Had an appointment. I'm here now. You guys are the absolute best. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much, Angela. You're the best. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Anders, I can't eat something that smells like that. Oh man. Oh. Right, exactly. I I'm no prude, but please don't. Right. I just ate lunch. I'm so sorry, Eric. I'm so sorry. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. But look at this, right? I don't think it's you, man. Some guys are just lame with that stuff. And it just continues, right? I don't think it's you. I feel like every dude I meet has kids these days. And if they don't, they have commitment issues or some BS like Sean, she says, right? Oh, man. All right. These are the conversations that she doesn't want to bring up, right? Look, I feel like every dude I meet has kids or commitment issues. It's like a complaint. She's complaining. She's complaining that the dudes she meets are either married, have full families, have kids, or have commitment issues like Sean. or they don't want to taste the empanada, right? Um, these are the things that she doesn't want to talk about. Now, I wonder, why doesn't she want to talk about it? She does not want to bring them up at all. At all. What do you guys think? Ugh, man. Eileen, thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Here, let's celebrate. Thank you for the super chat, Eileen. Super chat, Eileen. Oh, man. My throat just feels like crap today, you guys. I wish I couldn't laugh. I can't. I'm just, it's going to loosen everything, and I'm just going to be like, "Well." It's going to be a mess. All right. Let's continue.
No, she is like,
So let's just, while we're here, because we talked about this before, but we didn't talk about the specific context of what that message said regarding the children. So obviously, in the situation that we're looking at now with the death of 2 children and all the other circumstantial stuff going around in the case, I just want to make sure there was no comments ever made by you regarding, children or dislike of children or love of children, either way. Do you know what I mean?
oh yeah, I guess. Let me find it. I think this is where this starts.
She doesn't want to answer the question. She does not want to answer the question, you guys. Oh my God. She completely ignored it. Completely ignored it. Kevin is like, do you know what I mean? And she's like, she just went feral. Let's go ahead and see that again.
Let me find
And all the other circumstantial stuff going around in the case, I just want to make sure there was no comments ever made by you regarding, children or dislike of children or love of children, either way. Do you know what I mean?
oh yeah, I guess. Let me find it.
I guess.
I think this is where this starts. You guys can just take whatever you want out of there.
So it's easier for me to just take everything than it is to single it out. Plus, for the purposes of this case, the less exposure, we already have, initially you drew concern from me when you told me you deleted everything from Chris.
Yeah.
I've already told you that.
Yes.
You understand why. There's no question as to why that might cause concern.
Yeah, there's no
If
question.
there's anything else that ever comes up, I have it, and then we can just discuss it. Do you understand what I mean? All right.
Yeah, and then he didn't even challenge her on that. She didn't answer the question. Did you guys notice that? She did not answer it at all. And because she refused to answer it, then Kevin talks to her about another thing. He's like, yeah, well, I don't know why you're deleting these text messages. You obviously raised concerns because you're deleting these text messages. It's obvious. It's clear. She still didn't answer the question, though. What in the world? I don't... Kevin, come on. Stick to the question, bro. Stick to the question. But no, he did not. Look at this. Let's continue looking at these text messages. What's the dude's name? Kids are cute, man. It's a package deal, though, right? It is a package deal, right? And then Nichol Kessinger, right? All of these little symbols here, you see these because she deleted the text messages. And this is what the police was trying to regain, but they were not able to get the content or the message content of the text message. All right, look at this. That's awesome, man. The fact that he takes care of his kids is a good thing, I think. She's still questioning it. She's like, the fact that he's a good dad is probably a good thing, right? I think. Is she so for real? Is she for real? And it continues. He's all about his kids, she says. That's cool. How old are they? Charlotte asks. Nothing, right? A bunch of deleted text messages. More deleted text messages. How old is he? 33, I think, says Nichol. She knows how old he is, but she says, I think. Why is she saying I think? Look at that. Well, look at me. I love Dave. Any vows I had at the time would have been real. The vows I have now for David are also real. I just feel like I will always be second place. Like he's been there, done that. Are you guys seeing this? This is so crazy. These are the text messages that Nichol Kessinger doesn't want to talk about. Kevin keeps asking her about the text messages with Charlotte, and she's like, I don't want to talk about that because she doesn't want to talk about this. I just feel like I will always be second place, like he's been there, done that. It's early though. We will see. He's very kind to me though. Another one of the reasons that I believe that she wanted to give him a son because he hadn't been there, done that with a boy, right? This is why I think that she wanted to give him that first experience. Again, Nichol Kessinger gave Chris a lot of firsts, tons of firsts. The entire month of July, all of them were firsts. First museum together, first Bandimere Speedway together, first sand dunes trip together, all of these little things, right? First butt play together. All of these things, firsts. And here she's saying, I don't want to be second place to anybody. This is it. She doesn't want to be second place to anybody. So if there's any reason that Chris would murder his family is because Nichol Kessinger kept telling him, I don't want to be second place to anybody, Chris. What do you guys think? Exactly. Deadline. Right there. Second place. Bingo. Bingo. This is it. Nichol Kessinger constantly complained about being second fiddle. She did not want to be second place to anybody. Even if Chris had divorced his family, she still would have been second place. Why? Because he still had a family to go see. This is why I think that Nichol Kessinger was so desperate to give him a son. Because that way he would stay with her, right? That would be the first experience that he would have that he would not have with Shanann and the girls. But because Shanann was pregnant with a boy, that was it for Nichol. What else was she going to be able to give him that would make him not run off to his family every weekend and share custody with the kids? Oh my goodness. It's just, to me, it's so obvious, but I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys let me know. All right, let's go ahead and do a poll for this one. All right. Oh, look at this. 110 votes. Wow. Do you think Kevin's conversations with NK were inappropriate? Look at that. 86% say yes. 10% say no. And then, oh, look at that. 4% say not sure, need more evidence. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do this one. What do we think? What do we think? Is the catalyst the whole thing, right? God, what was the question I wanted to ask? I just lost my train of thought. What was the question I wanted to ask? Oh, right. Do we think that obviously Nichol is the catalyst, but do we think it was because she didn't want to be second fiddle? So I guess the question would be, I don't know, what would be the question? I had it and then it escaped my brain. Okay, let's just go ahead and type something out. Do we think NK to be second fiddle? Okay. All right, so do we think that NK pushed Chris Watts because she didn't want to be second fiddle? So this is the main thing, okay? So the question is regarding whether or not we believe that the reason that Nichol Kessinger keeps telling the detective, oh, it was finances, it wasn't me, I'm not the catalyst, is because she knew she was the catalyst. It's because she knew that if the police saw these text messages, they would conclude that Chris murdered his family because of her. Okay, so the question is, do we think Nichol Kessinger pushed Chris Watts because she didn't want to be second fiddle? So even if she didn't plan it, it doesn't matter. She still pushed him to the point where he had to make a decision, and that decision meant annihilating his family. No, you can't even divorce them, okay? Because if you divorce them, you're still second fiddle because you're still having to go see your family first. You still have priorities, right? So that's the question. Let's go ahead and do this poll. And the reason I really want to see what you guys think is because A lot of people will argue that Chris would have divorced his family. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Chris would not have divorced his family. I I'm 99.9% sure he would have never divorced them. Why? Because he didn't want that responsibility. He didn't want to hear Nichol Kessinger in his ear constantly bitching at him because he has to go see his family for the weekend or because he needs to share custody and be with the girls. If Nichol Kessinger wanted to go out and play Twister for the weekend, but he has the girls, how are they going to play Twister? How are they going to go to the sand dunes and to all these other trips that she had planned for him if he has to share custody? So I don't believe for a second that Chris would have divorced his family. I think that the plan here was to get rid of them completely, forever, permanently. And his only option was to kill them because that would make Nichol Kessinger the priority every single day of her life. I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, this is just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. Yeah, I don't think Chris would have even left his family. Right. He was either going to stay with them or he was going to murder them. I don't think there was there was no in between. There was no in between. But people will argue that had Chris not been in debt, he would have divorced his family. No. No. That's ridiculous in my opinion. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous. Thinking that Chris would have stayed or sorry, thinking that Chris would have divorced his family if he wasn't broke, if he wasn't bankrupt. I mean, if he wasn't bankrupt, he would still have to share custody and he would still have to pay child support. So even if he wasn't bankrupt, he would still end up bankrupt with child support, paying for 3 different children. So he was still going to murder them. And because Nichol Kessinger didn't want to be a stepmom, I don't think that she would have been okay with it anyway. So either way, the option was still annihilation. What do you guys think? Yeah, she's not the motherly type. Yeah. Yeah, NK was complete. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, narcissist, it's all about money. Would want to have a guy that she could support for the rest of her life. NK is bipolar. That explains a lot. Yeah. I don't think he had any intention of leaving them. He wanted the security of his family and entertainment from the Colorado bike. He didn't have the balls. That would affect his good guy image. Exactly, Eric. Yeah, plus NK wasn't going to have step-kids. Exactly. You're so accurate with this. That would affect his good guy image. On top of everything else that we just talked about, right? On top of him not wanting to pay for child support, him not wanting to share custody, and not wanting to be, or not wanting to put Nichol Kessinger as second fiddle, he also would have to be the bad guy. If he left his family for another woman, everyone in the family would know that he's the bad guy. I mean, maybe his family wouldn't, right? His family would probably celebrate because they hate Shanaz so much. But apart from them, the rest of society, the rest of the world would have seen him as the bad guy. And so going to court, right? If there was going to be a custody battle, if there was going to be some kind of just any type of court battle, he was always going to be seen as the bad guy. And Chris Watts is such a coward that rather than be seen as a bad guy, he'd rather annihilate his family and pretend that they vanished than to have to confront that he was cheating on his wife, having an affair while she was pregnant, and then that he left his family for this coworker that he just met. That would not have looked good on his image. So, yes, another reason that he would have annihilated his family anyway. Yeah, his wife and kids disappearing solved all of his problems. Exactly. No problems. Oh, look, Nichol, you don't have to be second fiddle anymore because there's no family. Oh, look, I don't have to pay child support because there's no children to pay child support for. Oh, I don't have to share custody because there's no one to share custody with. I don't have to come out as the bad guy, as the bad cheater, adulterer, because they're gone. It's easy. But anyway, let's continue.
It's right here. This is where it starts. She starts right there. She's
starts talking about her and her fiance. So that was like weeks ago. And she hasn't brought it up since really, or like connected the dots, or like said shit. I mean, you guys can look through all those texts.
Look at her.
And I don't know when that was.
Look at her. She's just kind of sitting there like, oh yeah, you can just kind of look through my text messages. And then she starts looking. What are you looking at? I'm going to eat another one of these. Are these okay to just eat in one sitting? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That was definitely when things were going good. So this is like weeks prior, I'm assuming. I think the date is at the top of whenever we started texting that day.
Okay. It looks, this is
We talk a lot.
August 7th.
Yeah.
So I reference everything to Sunday the 12th.
So that's the only conversation like that on there, I believe, on my phone. I don't think there's like anything else. And she even last night, like, still wasn't even, she's so worried about her dad.
I think it's obvious by now that some type of agreement was made where if she didn't lawyer up, they would play nice with her.
Yep.
I can't think of any other reason why they would only go back to June with her texts and phone calls. It makes no sense, and why would they ever take her word on anything?
Exactly. It really makes no sense. What are these? Oh, it's these. Can I eat these just in one sitting? I don't know if I can. That's why I'm like, warnings. I can't really read this right now. I can't read this. It has warnings, but I don't know. I can't read it. Who's whispering? Oh, Nichol Kessinger? Yeah, she is. Yeah, here. Let me get my glasses on, just like Ron. All right, let's go ahead and read this. Oh, okay. Allergy alert. If your sore throat persists more than 2 days, seek seek a doctor. Okay, great. I think I'll be okay. I don't know. I can't really read them right now. It says, take 2 of them immediately. Oh, look at that. One after the other, and allow each of them to dissolve in the mouth. May be repeated every 4 hours as needed. Do not exceed 12 in a 24-hour period. Okay. So I just can't eat 12 of them today. I've eaten 2, so I think I'll be fine.
The only reason that I can think of, or what I like to tell myself anyways, is that at the beginning they thought it was smarter to just have her cooperation and play nice with her and go after Chris, because Chris is the big fish they wanted. And then, they got him to plead guilty. They avoided a huge trial and a huge expense for the community. And then they figured they could go back and review everything, which is kind of what he says in that voice clip, that they just want everything so that if there's something down the road that they find, they can go back and ask her about it or look into it deeper. So I'm thinking maybe that's why the trip in February to talk to him. And maybe this is the part where, okay, he's gone and everything's wrapped up. And they went back to maybe look at a lot of these loose ends and things that didn't make sense at the time. Looking back with
100%. No name, I agree with you. NK was angry that he didn't cancel North Carolina. Yeah. I think that's probably what pissed her off the most out of anything that Chris could have done, is that after an entire month of being together and her giving him the time, giving him the energy, planning all of these elaborate getaway, vacations with him, he still felt that he needed to go see his family in North Carolina. He still felt pulled by Shanann. And I think that Nichol Kessinger was so upset at knowing that Chris still had to be with his family. I bet, again, just my opinion, but I bet she gave him an ultimatum and he still decided to take off with his family. And this is why she started going crazy the whole week that he was gone. What do you guys think? Gurgle. Oh, yeah. Salt water. Yeah. I can't eat them like Skittles. Yeah, that was my question because they're kind of good. And my throat is numb, so I don't really feel anything. I wonder if Nicole Kessinger just ate all of these at once during her little twister night. She's like, okay, Chris, hold on, give me a second. Let me prepare. I need to eat 27 of these. Hold on, I need to numb my throat. Who knows? She probably did. Maybe she doesn't even need numbing. Yeah. She probably doesn't need numbing. Hot ginger tea. Yeah, but I do think so, right? I do think that Nicole Kessinger probably gave him an ultimatum. He still felt responsible to be there for the family and to show up at North Carolina. And so Nicole Kessinger felt betrayed. At this point, she's like, holy shit, I've done all of this for you for this entire month. And you still feel that you have responsibilities with Shanann, right? Again, she felt like dun, 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 the second fiddle. She felt like the second fiddle. She felt like she's second place, even after that entire month that she gave him, right? An entire month of fun. And she was still second fiddle because Chris left for North Carolina to be with his family. Got it. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I saw that. Yes. Tommy's girl and Jessica, get whatever that is. Oscillo, whatever. I don't know what that is. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, for the doctor visit or what you need for. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Whatever you need it for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you, Tammy. He didn't want child support times 3. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And she shows no shock about the murders. None. None whatsoever. But yes. Yeah, she was definitely pissed. Right? What do we think? She was pissed? Yeah, I think she was pissed, right? All right, here. Okay, let's go ahead and end this previous poll. Look at that. Do we think NK pushed Chris Watts because she didn't want to be second fiddle? Yes, 98%. 98% out of 90 votes. Wow. Only 2% say need more evidence. Wow. All right. Okay. The other one is this one. Do we think... Okay, what was the question? Sorry, No Name asked the question. I thought it was really good. All right. Okay. This is another one. Do we think that NK was pissed that Chris Watts left for North Carolina? And by pissed, I mean pissed, right? She's giving him ultimatums. She's making him feel like shit for it. She is making him feel guilty, guilt tripping him every single day, right? Especially with the nudes that she keeps sending him. What do we think? All right. You guys vote and then we'll continue.
With what we know now, it seems like a huge oversight with the unexplained Google searches that NK deleted. It's things like that that create the nonstop speculation from the public. I was thinking about this the other night while I was working on a different NK video, and during the press conference, DA Rourke complained about social media and basically how it makes it nearly impossible to track back some of the rumors and verify facts because you really don't know when it started and people don't even know that they're interviewing where exactly things started. I can see in this case how it could hurt things, but it's also a fact, whether they like it or not, that many times social media gets facts that they don't have. We don't have to follow the same procedures that they do, and we have direct access to people involved or in the know about the case.
Exactly. We don't follow the same rules that they follow. I think, this is a really, this is a debate here. I think that this is a good argument that we can make. A lot of people will say, oh, well, Nicole Kessinger is not in prison because the police did their job and they found that she was not guilty. However, no, it doesn't, that's not what it means. Just because Nicole Kessinger is not in prison doesn't mean that the police did a full investigation and found that she's not guilty or that she's not involved. No. The reason that she's not in prison could be many other reasons other than her not being involved, right? For example, trying to, make it so that it's not that painful for the family anymore, right? Give Chris a fast and speedy trial. Give him a plea deal so that he wouldn't have to face the death penalty, right? To make it easier for the families. Or Rourke, right? It could also be that he just didn't want to put in the work, right? He didn't want to put in the time because it was going to take too long to come up with all of the evidence. It could have taken 2 to 3 years, maybe more. It could have gone into his own election, right? There's so many reasons why Nichol Kessinger was not found involved in anything. It doesn't have to be that she wasn't, or that there wasn't enough evidence for her to be found guilty of something. No. The thing is, we don't have to follow the same rules that they do, right? Police, CBI, the DA, they have certain rules, they have certain procedures that they have to follow. We don't. All we're doing is looking at the evidence that was presented to us, the things that Weld County sends to us, the things that CBI sends to us. We look at it and then we interpret it and we find the clues this way, right? And so, yeah, we don't have to follow the same rules that they do. And so because of that, we are able to see, at least, right? For us, we're able to see that Nichol Kessinger was still involved. Does that make sense? I know man, I don't know if I just butchered that at all, but I don't know. You guys let me know if that makes sense. Here, let's go ahead and rewind it. But yeah, I really don't think that just because she's not in prison that she wasn't involved. I mean, come on, really? The thing is, the justice system is not that black and white. Just because you're involved or not involved doesn't mean that you're going to see justice, right? That's why it's called the criminal justice system. It's because it's not fair. All right, let's go ahead and see this again.
Many times social media gets facts that but interviewing where exactly things started. I can see in this case how it can hurt things, but it's also a fact, whether they like it or not, that many times social media gets facts that they don't have. We don't have to follow the same procedures that they do, and we have direct access to people involved or in the know about the case. A great example of this is when a reporter during the press conference asked Rourke about the letter that Chris wrote when he was at his parents' house. And of course, I had heard about it, so when I was sitting there listening to the press conference, I was like, well, this will be interesting to hear his take on it. And he kind of looked around and smirked and laughed and said that they didn't know about it and that it didn't exist, and took some swipes at social media.
Exactly, right? Exactly. These are the things. Is that Rourke can just ignore the question. He's like, I don't really know what the fuck you're talking about. No, this is a witch hunt. Next question. He can do that because he's a DA. He was elected for that position, so he can say and do whatever he wants. However, the evidence is still there. This still existed. It is the to whom it may concern letter. And this we found years later, right? Rourke didn't mention it because he didn't have to. He had a certain procedure that he had to follow. He's not going to talk about something that could potentially, I don't know, make it seem like Chris was premeditating this or, like planning this way, way, way in advance. And so, yeah, of course, he took a jab at social media. He took a jab at, content creators. Oh, these YouTubers, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Really? What the hell is this then? Right? What is this? What is this? Right? What is all of the evidence that we have against Nichol Kessinger? We can't all be blind, right? We can't all be stupid. We can't all be this delusional. We look at the evidence and we interpret it in the way that makes sense. But again, they will definitely say things like, oh, I don't know, that is all a conspiracy. None of that is true. But this still existed. Yeah. McCurley, Rourke has a giant head. Yeah, Rourke did not want a trial. He wanted an open and shut case. Exactly. Yeah. A fair and speedy trial is what he gave Chris. So many reasons. Taxpayer dollars. The election. Oh, it takes a long time. Let's not put the families through this pain again. Oh, it's going to take 3 years. We're going to have 2 trials, one separate for Chris and another one separate for Nichol. We're going to have to get Chris to go against Nichol, right? Imagine that. Imagine if Nichol Kessinger had been brought to trial. That means that the DA would have had to he would have given Chris a different plea deal so that he would throw Nicole Kessinger under the bus, right? So for him to testify against her, he would have to get something out of it. And that probably would have been parole, right? So it's all those little things with the criminal justice system that all we have to factor all of these things in. It's not that black and white as, oh, Nicole is not in prison just because she's not involved. No, she's not in prison for other reasons. It's not because she's not involved. She was clearly involved in something. She at least knew. At the very least, she knew.
But we know that it does exist, and here it is. My point is just that, every single video we do, we get the comments, and I see it in all the groups and stuff like that. Why don't you guys stop talking about the case? Just let it go. I've always found that a ridiculous comment for a couple of reasons. First of all, no one's ever going to stop talking about this case. They're just not. No one's ever stopped talking about John Bonet or Lacey and Scott Peterson or Jodi Arias. And this is one of those huge cases like that. People are always going to talk about it. And the way that this was handled with the open-ended questions and all of these weird coincidences that don't seem like coincidences. It's a very mysterious case. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, and it's human nature for people, because it doesn't feel finished, like I said in part 4, to keep digging for answers and keep talking about it and speculating. And they kind of created the beast by the way they handled it.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I could not agree or have said it any better than she just said it. She said it perfectly. They created this beast, right? Rourke created this beast. If he doesn't want people to go after Nicole Kessinger or his little podcast, then he should have never created this beast to begin with. He should have handled this case fairly from the very beginning. Who cares if it takes 3 years? Yeah, I understand. It would have been so incredibly painful to have this drag on. But we don't have answers. And if Nicole was involved, she needed to be brought to justice. I'm sorry, but no. You don't like force a man to leave his family, and then you put all these ideas in his head, and then he annihilates his family and you just get away with it. You're like, oh, well, it wasn't my fault. Really? People have gone to prison for less than that. Okay, less than that. I've brought it up before. There's this girl, I can't remember her name, but she went to prison because she made her boyfriend unalive himself through text. She was found guilty of murder. Okay, let's go ahead and look it up. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? It was all via text. It was via text. Michelle Carter. There we go. That's her name. Her name is Michelle Carter. All right, let's go ahead and look into this one. If you guys haven't heard of her, this is the case of, look at that, an 18-year-old, right? So she forced her boyfriend. Look at that. Okay, so she was convicted of involuntary manslaughter because she convinced her boyfriend through repeated text messages and phone calls to unalive himself. And he did. And she was found responsible for it because it was her who pushed him to do it. In July of 2014, Conrad Roy III died from carbon monoxide poisoning in his truck. Investigators found that look at that, 17-year-old Carter encouraged Roy to go through with his suicide plans, even telling him to get back in the truck when he hesitated. Get back in the trunk, honey. You got to do this, please. You got to do this for me. She got manslaughter for that, and she deserves it. A juvenile court found Carter guilty of involuntary manslaughter in a bench trial. The Massachusetts Supreme Court upheld the conviction in 2019, ruling that her verbal conduct overcame his will to live. That means that something like what Nicole Kessinger was doing also overcame his will to not annihilate his family. It was her pressure. It was her constant persistence. You need to leave your family, Chris. You got to leave them for me. I don't want to be second fiddle. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go on eHarmony. I'm gonna make you jealous. I'm gonna blackmail you. I'm gonna tell your family what you did, right? All of these things, threats, blackmailing, the pressure. How is that not manslaughter at the very least? This is why we keep asking this question. It is just so crazy that Nichol Kessinger was this involved and she got away with it. That's crazy. Yeah, she should have gone a longer sentence. Exactly. Yeah, she should have. Yeah, there are other cases that have been drawn out for years, but in the end, justice prevailed. Yeah. And it does happen. It does happen. Many, many years later, justice prevails. So it's good to never stop talking about these. Michelle, yes. All right, guys. Let's continue.
So you can't really have it both ways. So in this segment of the interview you just listened to, Agent Kobach is telling NK that there's some text between her and Charlotte that had been brought to his attention by Agent Tammy Lee and that have caused some concern. And she, of course, denies that they mean anything. And whether or not, it's hard to tell whether she's not picking up where he's going with this. I think that she is. She's just not really acknowledging it. And he references text between them on 8/7, and you can hear him quietly confirm out loud that the date she's talking to Charlotte about Chris being, quote unquote, all about his kids, and the fact that he's already done everything already with Shanann, and all of this kind of introducing Charlotte to Chris, and he whispers 8/12, which is, as we know, the day before the murders. A lot of people in social media world in the groups think that these texts between NK and Charlotte on 8/12 sound contrived. So whether or not you feel that way as well, the date on these is huge. It obviously caught the attention and suspicion of investigators as well.
All right. We have a lot of good questions here. Jay Coverload, but does she want him to leave his family or kill them? That's a good question. Here, I'm going to ask the chat. I'm going to ask all of you guys. Let's go ahead and do another poll. I want to see where you guys are at with this one. Okay, the last one was 86 votes. Do we think NK was pissed that Chris Watts left for North Carolina? Yes, 98% say yes. Glory Hole says no. And one person says need more evidence. All right. Okay, what do we think? Do we think that Nichol Kessinger would have still been okay had Chris divorced his family? As it was, right? With no changes, so baby Nico was still going to be born. All of that was still going to happen. Do we think Nichol Kessinger wanted him to leave, like just leave your family? Or was she pushing for him to murder his family? Because murdering his family would mean that he would have no other responsibilities except for her. So that's the question. Do we think that NK wanted Chris Watts to kill? All right. All right, so annihilate the family or just leave. Or what about abandoning them forever? How about that? What if Nichol just wanted them to just run off into the sunset, go to, I don't know, move to, I don't know, Taiwan. I just came up with a country, right? They want to move to, I don't know, Madagascar or something and just abandon the family. Could be, right? Maybe. I've never even considered that before, so who knows? Let's go ahead and see what you guys think. Just leave his family. Okay, and then the last one is divorce. But remember, divorce would still include having to see the family and having to be there for birthdays and for, all the things, right? You would still have to be there and still have to be a family man. And that would mean that Nichol Kessinger would still be second fiddle. I don't think so. That would mean that Nichol Kessinger would be a stepmom. Do you really think she would want to be a stepmom? All right. Okay, and then the last one, if you have no inclination, this one is for you. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think? NK in the chat. Help us out. Help us out, baby girl. Come on, give us some of the answers. These are some hard questions we ask here, you know? They could definitely end up on an SAT, so hook us up. All right. Do we think that NK wanted Chris Watts to annihilate family, just leave his family, right? Let's just leave. Leave your family. We'll move to Taiwan. We'll move to Indonesia. Let's go to Argentina, wherever, right? Let's just leave. Divorce but shared custody. Do we really think? Look at Nicole Kessinger. Do you really think she would be okay with Chris sharing custody? Do we really think she would be okay with sharing custody, guys? Nicole, we're talking about Nicole Kessinger here. Okay. The very selfish human being. She's incredibly selfish. Oh, thank you, Tiger. Right. Never, right? Never. Hey, Nicole, do you want to be a stepmom? Never. Never. I'm just gonna remove it. That's what she would have done. She would have just removed it. Exactly. Yeah, shared custody is not in her vocabulary. Yeah, those two words never go together in Nicole Kessinger's vocabulary. I'm sorry, custody and shared? What are those words? I don't even know what they mean. Right, yeah, go to Peru. Yeah, she would want nothing to do with the kids, in my opinion. Yeah. Remove them. Don't be sorry, Britt. Hey, it's your vote. It's your vote. That's why we're having these. And I had never even considered that part either. She probably would have been okay with leaving to Taiwan as long as she doesn't have to share custody with the kids. All right, guys, let's continue.
Yet it seemingly ends up going nowhere. And it just so happens she talks to Charlotte about Chris the day before the murders. Yet another coincidence, I suppose. In addition to that, the content of the texts themselves is strange. She's acting like she barely knows Chris. Meanwhile, they've been planning a future together. She's been looking up wedding dresses. They're obviously much more serious, and she's acting like this guy that she barely knows, that she just met, and this is allegedly her best friend who she says she talks to all the time.
What do you mean by can tell he has a lot to take care of in life? What did you mean when you said that?
He has a mortgage and he has kids.
Okay.
And responsibilities. I mean, he's a father with a house.
Everything she complained to Charlotte about. Here, let's go ahead and look at the text messages again. What was she complaining about? I just feel like I will always be second place. Like he's been there, done that. Look at this. And he works out. He's so super sexy. That's what Nicole loved about Chris, is that he worked out. He works out. He's so super sexy. You want to go back to high school then? Second is not bad. It's better, man. It's after the first fuck up, a person learns what they really want in a human being. I love that. He's handsome, huh? I guess that's a good way to look at it. Don't tell nobody. I haven't made up my mind on him yet. Like, he seems too good to be true. He's very handsome. And you look really happy. He's kind of short. But he's jacked. Oh my goodness. Look at these text messages. He's super short, but he's jacked. A little jacked Speedy Gonzalez, right? She doesn't mind he's this tiny as long as he's jacked. And look at this part, guys. He's half Cherokee. So he's all brown too. LOL. Lol. He's half Cherokee. Come on. Where is it? I don't see it. Oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous. Wow, look at this. This is just I'm not going to say this out loud. You guys can read it though. This conversation. This is what they were texting about. Ah, come on. Really? Huh? As much as I'm mad at David right now, at least he does it. Hello, Al. Look, pH. We see pH right here. She's talking about her pH levels, right? She's talking about, I don't know. Do you think my pH levels are okay down there, Charlotte? Can you smell? No? Okay. All right, just let me know though. Look, it's the best twister I've ever had. I'm hooked. See, everything with her, it's not about connecting with the individual. It doesn't really seem like she connected with Chris on a deeper level. Everything was superficial. It was all about her getting off. It seems like everything was about how he looked, that he worked out, that he would go down south, and that the twister was good. Good. What, like, what is she comparing it to? What is she comparing it to? I want to know. Oh my God. I think he really likes me. And then look at this. We have more. These are the text messages that were deleted between her and Chris. All right. So again, these are the text messages that she doesn't want to talk about. What do you guys think? Are they pretty incriminating? I'm going to ask you, this is going to be my next question. Do you think just looking at the text messages alone, right? Let's go ahead and ignore. Let's pretend for 5 minutes. Let's ignore everything that we have on Nichol Kessinger. Ignore the timeline. Ignore the calendar, the photos, everything, all her lies. Pretend you never even saw the interview. Do you think, just by reading these text messages, do you think that they are incriminating? Yes or no? Just the text messages alone. That's going to be the next question. Because to me, they kind of are. Even if this is all we had on her, they're still pretty incriminating in my opinion. All right, that's going to be the next question. You guys keep voting. All right, let's continue.
You're even saying in here he's all about his kids.
Yeah. She was like asking me somewhere in there, like, I mean, everything I had to say about him at that point was like really positive.
Everything I have to say about him at that point was like really positive. Really? She's calling him short. Chris, I mean, he's not even that short, but he's jacked. Wow.
Like, I think I made it clear that I wasn't like 100% sure this was like the man of my dreams and I was going to spend the rest of my life with him or anything, but I was enjoying the time that I was spending with him at that point.
At that point. I mean, it's not like he's the man of my dreams or anything. It's not like I was trying to spend the rest of my life with him or anything, but I was really enjoying his company at that point. Says the woman who was Googling wedding dresses for 2 hours straight. Nichol Kessinger Googles dresses for 2 hours straight. Yes, she's saying, he's not the man of my dreams or anything. I mean, it's not like I wanted to marry him, you know? At that point.
You're referencing that he has 2 kids and then you don't like that because you want to have that experience with somebody else? Is that what?
I just thought I wasn't sure if he was the one I want to be with because he had already like done everything.
Okay.
Like, I was like, it would be really nice to kind of like have kids and have my own marriage and all of that stuff. So that was never anything I conveyed to him.
Notice how apprehensive she is, right? She's not really wanting to say that. She's like, "Ah, I kind of want to, like have my own marriage and have my own kids and stuff like that." Hmm. Yeah. That's because she's contradicting herself. She's saying that she wants to have those kids in the email that she sent Chris, right? The emails between her and Chris via Anadarko. She's telling him, "I want to have what you have." And in the text messages, she's complaining about the things that Chris has that she wants to have. So it's a contradiction, and she knows it. And so that's why, in my opinion, that is why she's being so hesitant. She does not want to talk about that. She doesn't want to say, "Yeah, I kind of do want to have the things that he has, but he's already done it. So, like, I don't know. Should I do it with this man?" Lady, he already has the family. So, yeah, you should probably choose a man that doesn't have the things already, right? I mean, it's common sense. Common sense. Crab City. What? He's a short potato king. Yes. That he is. That he is. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys the other question that I already forgot to ask. Can you guys remind me? Can my moderators or anybody, can you guys remind me what the last question I was gonna ask was? I forgot it already. You guys. I already struggle with my memory because I have severe ADHD, but I'm also, I'm a little ill. I'm feeling unwell, so I already forgot. I already forgot the question. Um, God, what was the question? It was a good one too. Uh, do you guys remember it? It was a good question. I forgot to write it down. Okay, guys. Here, let's go ahead and end the previous poll. Do we think that NK wanted Chris Watts to Bug? I can't connect to Wi-Fi. Okay. Oh man. There we go. Yes, Ramona. Thank you. Thank you. Someone's paying attention. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got NK amnesia. Oh no, I'm being affected by the NK disease. Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Am I slowly turning into her? Right? That would be awful. Okay. Do we think the text messages alone are incriminating? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. Thank you so much, Ramona, for for paying attention and remembering the question. Okay. Again, that is regarding these text messages. We already looked through them. Okay. So, do we think these are pretty incriminating just on their own, right? I don't know, right? You guys let me know. The one that is incriminating to me is the one where she's complaining. This one. I just feel like I will always be second place. Like he's been there, done that. That one is the most incriminating. And the one where she says, "Oh, he's all about his kids." All right. A brown wedding dress. I'm trying not to, Carolette. I'm really trying not to. That's why I'm keeping it in my cheek. I don't want to choke on it. All right, guys, let's continue.
So she you said he's handsome, huh? Did you send her a picture?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not attached here. Is that because what you did? Do you think from what you
I think
deleted?
it's from when I deleted all my photos of his stuff.
He's kind of short.
I mean, I talk to her in a way that I wouldn't like talk to him as like my girl, you know what I'm saying? It's
I get it.
different.
No, I'm
It's
just
very,
I'm
like-
just teasing you a little bit.
I'm teasing you, says Kevin. Wow. Here, let's listen to that
In a way
again.
that I wouldn't like talk to him as like my girl, you know what I'm saying? It's
I get
different.
it. No, I'm just
It's very,
I'm
like-
just teasing you a little bit.
Look, for those who think that the one Google date is a typo, it's not. It's not a typo. But yeah. So Kevin is going through her text messages and he's like, oh, ha ha ha, you're making fun of him because he's short. But Nichol is not, she doesn't get the joke, right? She's not laughing along. She doesn't think it's funny. That's because she's shitting herself. She knows that Kevin has access to a lot of these text messages and she doesn't know which ones are incriminating and which ones are not. She doesn't know if Kevin has access to the ones between her and Chris. And that's why she's panicking, in my opinion. Yeah, what the fuck is he teasing her for? Exactly, Jay Coverload. What is he teasing her for? Also, I don't know what these little symbols are on my chat. I get that like these little symbols, they look like, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they mean though. Because let me know, does it happen to you guys? It's these little symbols right here, this one. Right? So on my end, it says, yes, please. But then when I put my mouse over it, or sorry, my cursor over it, it says, yes, Miranda. I don't know what that means. But anyway, let's continue. He's flirting with her? You guys think he's flirting with her? She sent Charlotte a picture of Chris and she deleted it. That was not professional, not at all. Kevin seems to be flirting. Yeah, you guys think he's flirting? Oh my God. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that again. You think he's flirting? Yeah. Oh, he's kind of short. Haha. I'm not. Mm-mm. I'm 5'11". I'm almost 6 foot.
So you said he's handsome, huh? Did you send her a picture?
Mhm.
And that's not attached here. Is that because what you did? Do you think from what you
I think
deleted?
it's from when I deleted all my photos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she sent him a picture. I wonder which one she sent, right? I'm kind of curious to see which photo did she send to her friend. Let's see. Let's look through the photos. Let's go ahead and try and guess. Which one do we think that Nichol Kessinger sent to Charlotte? She's talking about how handsome he is and how he works out and he's so fit, but he's short. But he is also really handsome and he's brown all over. So which photo do we think? This one? Here, let's go ahead and no, not that one. He looks a little short in that one. Let's see. Not that one. All right, which photo? Let's go ahead and see here. Do we think it was this one maybe? He's handsome, huh? Mm-hmm. He's half Cherokee. He's all brown, all over. He's so short though. Look at him. Look at his little legs. Look at his tiny little legs. He's got a long torso and very short legs. What other photo do we think? I'm trying to find the other one. I'm pretty sure it was probably this one. No, not that one. Let's see. I want to say it was one of these. This one probably. Right? This one? Yeah, look at his arms. Look at his biceps. That's all he ever does. All he ever works out is biceps and back. He doesn't have to work out legs. He doesn't even have any. I think he's so handsome, though. Okay, which other one? Probably this one. This is the one I think she sent him, but I'm trying to find the one that is better quality so you guys can see it. I think it's probably the one she sent. Again, I don't know. I'm just guessing. um okay, here it is. This one, right? See, this one's it's better quality. Better quality. Yeah. He's too hairy. Exactly. Who's the Cherokee in his family? Ronnie? Definitely not Cindy. Wait, is he really? Do you guys think he is, or was he lying? I have so many questions I want to ask you guys. I have to write them down or else I'm going to forget. Yeah, I have to write them down. I'm going to forget. Okay. Do we really think he was Native American? All right. Do we think Chris is Native American? Okay. Which photo did Charlotte get from Nichol? There was another question and I already forgot it. Oh, that's right. Do we think that Kevin is flirting? 3 questions. Look at that. I want to ask you 3 questions. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and end this poll and start our next one. Do we think the text messages alone are incriminating? Look at that. Yes. 84% of you say yes. The text messages alone are pretty incriminating, aren't they? 12% say no, though. Okay. All right. Not fully incriminating, right? Okay. I can kind of see that. And 4% say no inclination. I don't know. I have no clue. I have no comment. No comment. Right. Watts is not a Native American name. Exactly. All right. Next question. All right. Let's go ahead and ask the first one, which was, do we think Kevin is flirting with her? Okay. Do we think Kevin is flirting? I forgot an I with NK. Yes, no, or... All right. Let's go ahead and do this. All right. First question. Do we think Kevin is flirting with NK? Yes or no? Let's go ahead and listen to that.
You said he's handsome, huh? Did you send her a picture? And that's not attached here. Is that because do you think from what you
I
deleted?
think it's from when I deleted all my photos of his stuff.
He's kind of short.
I mean, I talk to her in a way that I wouldn't like talk to him as like my girl, you know what I'm saying? It's
I get it.
different.
No, I'm just
Very,
I'm
like-
just teasing you a little bit.
He says, I'm just teasing you a little bit. Yeah, he's flirting. The dude's flirting. He's definitely flirting. Exactly, Eric. Yeah, he's lying. Yeah, he lied to his teacher that he went to China. Because he just knew he could. He knew he could lie and get away with it.
So now you're just talking about shoes and...
Other stuff.
Okay.
But then she
So,
brought it up again last night, but she didn't
brought up what?
that
Chris?
case, but she didn't like connect the dots. She was like freaking out like her dad.
Again, Nicole Kessinger's talking about her friend Charlotte, saying that she didn't connect the dots. Oh, she doesn't know that Chris and the guy that I'm dating are the same guy. She's asking if it's the Anna Darko guy, and I said no. She really does think her friend Charlotte is stupid. And she hasn't figured out that the same guy that she's dating is the same guy that came out, giving that ridiculous porch interview. It's not that hard. But she's making it sound like her friend Charlotte hasn't pieced it together. Come on, really? BS.
She was really
Is that
upset.
a-
She wanted me to come see her on Saturday because it's his
So
week.
unexpected.
Kind of, sort of. He had
Kind of, sort of.
Parkinson's, so kind of, but not. You know what I'm saying? It was a very drawn out thing. But she's having a really hard time with it. I knew she would, and she's like, can you make the wake on Saturday? And I was like, I'm really hesitant to leave the house, and I didn't tell her that, but I was like, I don't know, I'll try, and I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna tell her until it's like right before I have to be there. And
So
she
what does
started
she reference
freaking out.
Just,
On
is
the
Chris the
TV?
guy? I'm more interested
No,
in.
she didn't even ask me if she was just like, she's like, I don't know what's going on. She's like, you can just read it.
Okay. So you mentioned on your text before you were coming.
Yeah, look at this. I love this. I love this photo here. Narcissist, self-absorption, arrogance, vanity, envy, NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, bragging, arrogance, egotistic, entitlement, narcissistic rage. What else can I see here? Self-admiration. What else? What else? I can't really make out any of the other words. Yeah. Personality disorder. This is all Nichol Kessinger.
That there was other information that you thought of that was important again?
See, and she's all upset because I asked her to
Mhm.
not talk to the media, and it happened to be the day that her dad died, and I'm sitting here trying to comfort her.
Is this your best friend?
Yes. This girl is like my whole world.
So if you listen to that whole clip, all that Agent Kobach is trying to do there, and that's why it's so frustrating. You want to pull your hair out. All that he wants to do there is just get information on these texts that Agent Tammy Lee and Agent Stacey Galbraith have brought to his attention that they found concerning. But by now we've learned her style, and it's basically throw in so much random information and try to get them so far off track that they don't even remember where they started. That is what she does here. And it doesn't work. It worked a little bit at the beginning. It really doesn't work now because they've also learned her style. And
Exactly. I agree. I think it worked in the beginning because they didn't really know her all that well. But by this point, Kevin already knows her style. He knows that she lies, she contradicts herself. She says, I remember, but I don't really remember. And she goes on this whole word vomit about other things. They've already definitely figured out her style by this point.
you can hear in there Agent Kobach getting frustrated. He's not nearly as patient. He has no problem interrupting her, redirecting her, and just stopping her in her tracks because it's a huge waste of his time. And you can
Yes.
tell it's deliberate.
Yep.
So in this next clip that I'm going to play for you, this is the other really big thing that I think is extremely important that for whatever reason I didn't pay that much attention to before. So when we
Okay, let's go ahead and end the poll. I want to ask you guys the other question. All right, do we think Kevin is flirting with NK? Yes, look at that, 82%. 82% say yes, 18 say no, 0 need more evidence. Look at that. So it's either yes or no. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and end that one. The other one is the other question. Do we think, come on, are they really? Does anyone know? Is Chris Watts Native American? Okay. All right. Is Chris Watts? Where is it? Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Next poll. Is Chris Watts Native American, as he says he is? Cherokee is what he says he is. Talks in circles. Yes. Yes, Ren Domino experiment. That's all she does is talks in circles. And she's really good at it. That's why Kevin can't keep up. That's why many of us can't keep up. I mean, I've watched these videos so many times and I still miss a lot of things. I have to stop it and rewind it and process what she just said because she talks so fast. And it is word vomit. It's just vomit after vomit after vomit. And she just keeps going and going and going with useless information.
We start this clip. She's in there with the tech guy and Agent Kovac. And the tech guy is in there because she has an Android that she hasn't had in 2 years, and she doesn't know how to get onto the Google App Store. And if my 3-year-old knew how to order $300 worth of Tangled on DirecTV when I didn't even know she knew the code, I'm pretty sure that NK could figure out how to connect to the Google App Store.
Yes. Yes, girl. Get her. Get her. It's so true. Her 3-year-old was able to connect to the App Store and download all the movies, right? All the Disney movies. I mean, she has every single collection now because the 3-year-old just spent $2,000 on Disney movies. But Nicole Kessinger doesn't know how to access her Wi-Fi or her Google Play Store? Come on. Isn't she a geologist? Isn't she what is she, the safety lady? Doesn't she have to look at all of these devices and make sure that they work and make sure that they're connected to Wi-Fi? But no, she doesn't know how to access her Google account. So ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that there were a couple things that convince us without a doubt that we're on the right track. You could remove 90% of everything we've brought up in these interviews, and just this one thing alone has us convinced. She tells Agent Kovac that she has this important information she has to tell him, and it turns out to be telling him that Chris wanted to save money on cable, and so he got a Fire Stick. There is absolutely no reason for her to bring this up unless she's just fishing to see what investigators know.
Yep.
The Fire Stick meeting for us has always been a weird piece of the puzzle. There's something missing here. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah,
it seems
right?
to us that Chris used Troy as some type of Fire Stick alibi, since
Yep.
the call about the leak at Survey 319 was timed perfectly to come in as he was standing there to volunteer to go in early and fix it on Monday morning.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes. I think that the Fire Stick is also part of the alibi, where Chris was supposed to pick up the Fire Stick and drive to Survey 319 and dig the hole the same day. It was all part of the alibi. Because somehow it was timed so perfectly that Chris ended up being at the Safeway parking lot with Troy at the same time that Cody called and said, "Hey, there's a leak." And it was so perfect that Chris decided, "Oh, I'm going to go." Right? He's the one that volunteered. He was there. He heard it. And he decides, "I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll be there on Monday. Don't worry about it, guys. I'll be there. I'm employee of the month, remember? I have all the gift cards. I'll be there." I think it's too coincidental. Way too coincidental that the Fire Stick and all this happened at the same time, and the hole might have already been dug. I think that this is why we keep seeing the Fire Stick. It was part of the alibi, but you guys let me know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Should that be part of the question too? Do we think the Fire Stick was part of the alibi? Okay, that's gonna be the next question.
After she tells him about it, he literally asks her, "Why are you telling me this information?" Because it doesn't make any sense. It only makes sense that she's nervous about it.
Hey, Connie.
She doesn't know what they found in their investigation yet because it's only been 10 days out from the murders, and she doesn't know what Chris told them in his confession. But in our opinion, she wanted to know if they knew about it, and she wanted to step in front of it because it means premeditation. In fact, you're about to hear in the clip coming up that the Fire Stick was discussed at their Saturday night date at Lazy Dog. It's possible the topic of the Fire Stick exchange came up at dinner, and maybe an opportunity presented itself, and that's what he meant by had he only gone to the Rockies game that night instead. And quick side note, just because it was distracting and obvious to me, but when the clip first starts, listen to, if you're not watching and just listening, listen to the very first interaction she has with the two male agents, the tech guy and Agent Kovac, and the stark contrast it has with when she deals with Hazel, the victim's advocate, in a few minutes. It reminds me of the voicemails. It almost has this strange little girl whiny quality to it.
So are you content?
Yes. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, she does. She does the same thing that she does with that weird voicemail that she left. She gives this little whiny voice where she wants to sound like a little girl. And even, I don't know, I've said it before. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but even like her choice of clothing, some of them are very little girl type. I mean, her brown bikini. It's brown bikini with like little flowers, and it just seems very, I don't know, it's very juvenile to me. And even her dress and the way that she talks is very, very girly. Like, it's like she's trying to replace his kids. It's weird. It's gross.
Contacts on this phone sync to the cloud, to the iCloud?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, some messages came over, so I assume that everything is, but I don't really know. So maybe I'm not as tech-savvy as I thought.
What'd you remember? You just said you remembered something besides that. Were you,
Oh,
when
you
I
want to
walked
have a
in?
conversation right now?
He's an agent. He
Okay.
works with me. He knows about
I
this
can
too.
step out if you feel more comfortable.
Oh,
but
no,
it's-
I mean, what,
it's
I
okay,
don't know,
if-
whatever.
You tell me.
He had a fire stick. He kept talking about, you know what a fire stick is?
No.
Okay, you probably do, since you're a tech guy. They're like.
Oh, you mean like an Amazon Fire
Yeah,
Stick?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so he didn't have it in his possession, but on
Who's he,
Saturday.
though, Chris?
Yes. So Chris mentioned to me that on Saturday, that same day, that, oh, cause this kind of went hand in hand with the whole like apartment talk, cause I was.
Right. She's thinking of a way to make it fit here. She's bringing up the fire. Why is she bringing up the fire stick? She's covering all of her bases. Right? It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan. It's part of the plan, you guys. She's covering all of her bases. She's like, oh shit, I need to talk about the fire stick because it might come up. I don't know. It might be part of the discovery. Let me talk about the fire stick. And at the same time, she's trying to come up with a story. I definitely sense that as well. You guys let me know what you think. Do you guys agree or not? It sounds like she's thinking, right? She's buying herself some cognitive time. She's like, yeah, do you know what a fire stick is? Oh, you don't? Okay, well, what about you? You know what a fire stick is? Oh, I know you do because you're a tech guy. Yeah. So like we were talking, oh, that's right. He came over to my apartment and I think that's exactly what she's doing. She's trying to come up with a story in real time because she doesn't have one. Oh my God. I don't know. You guys let me know.
In his possession, but
Who's
on
he,
Saturday.
though, Chris?
Yes. So Chris mentioned to me that on Saturday, that same day, that, oh, cause this kind of went hand in hand with the whole like apartment talk, cause I was like.
It kind of went hand in hand with the whole apartment talk. Huh? So she's trying to bring in the fire stick and the apartment and kind of connect it somehow. Oh yeah, we're moving out. That's why he's bringing up the fire stick because he doesn't want to pay for a cable. I think it's so strange that she's bringing up the fire stick just out of nowhere.
Oh, that apartment that he said he found that he was like, I was like, well, what's it called? And he's like, I don't remember. And I was like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's close to 1,100. And I was really taken back by that because I pay more than that, and I don't really have that nice of a place, and it's not a 2-bedroom, it's a 1. So that part kind of seemed odd to me, but I'd seen a few things online that were kind of cheap, and I was just like, all right. And he's like, I'm just trying to cut costs.
Yeah, look at this. She's avoiding the issue. She loves to deflect. She's not talking about the fire stick anymore. Did you notice that? Oh my God. She somehow started talking about the fire stick and then made it about her apartment not being 2 bedrooms. It's just 1 bedroom. How does she do that? I lost track of what she was saying. I lost track of it.
Same day, that, oh, cause this kind of went hand in hand with the whole like apartment talk, cause I was like, oh, that apartment that he said he found that he was like, I was like, well, what's it called? And he's like, I don't remember. And I was,
What the how does she do that? She's a master manipulator. She's an expert at this shit, isn't she? She's like, oh yeah, let's talk about the fire stick. Oh yeah, it's yeah, there's that apartment that he found. Oh God, what is it called? Where is it? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, it's because he got an apartment, and like my apartment is only one bedroom, and the one that he got is two bedrooms. But like, it's not even really that nice. Like my apartment is nice, but it's like not really all that nice. Like it has roaches, and I've put down a lot of poison, but it doesn't really seem to kill all the roaches. But anyway, um, yeah, the fire stick. That's right. Where was I? Oh, right. It goes hand in hand with the apartment that we were gonna get. What the I can't. I can't even keep up with her.
Apartment talk, because I was like, oh, that apartment that he said he found that he was like, I was like, well, what's it called? And he was like, I don't remember. And I was like, well, how much is it? He's like, it's close to 1,100. And I was really taken back by that, because I pay more than that, and I don't really have that nice of a place, and it's not a 2-bedroom, it's a 1. So that part kind of seemed odd to me, but I'd seen a few things online that were kind of cheap, and I was just like, all right. And he's like, I'm just trying to cut costs. And I was like, that's cool. I was like, how else are you doing that? And it was just out of curiosity. And he's like, well, I decided to get rid of cable. And I was like, okay. And I was kind of taken back by that too, because he loves sports.
He loves sports. He loves sports, she says. Yeah. Look at how long it took for her to finally get to the lie. She's like, fuck, I don't really know what to say. Let me just make up a bunch of shit, and then eventually I'll get to it. Oh, that's right. It's because he wanted to cut costs. Yeah, he loves sports. He didn't want to pay for cable. It's too expensive. That's why he brought the fire stick. But she took us on this entire roller coaster of a ride and all these little details that we don't need to hear. Like, I don't care how much, like, who cares, right? She's like, oh, my apartment is only 2 bedrooms. Or 1 bedroom, right? Like, who cares? Why do we need to know that detail? But I think she was giving all that detail because in the back of her brain, she's coming up with the lie. She's trying to somehow connect all the shit that she's saying, all of her word vomit, and connect it to the fire stick. What do you guys think? What do you think, Nicole? Are we close? Are we correct? Let me know. Are we warm, hot, cold? Let us know, girl.
How else are you doing that? And it was just out of curiosity. And he's like, well, I decided to get rid of cable. And I was like, okay. And I was kind of taken back by that too, because he loves sports. Dude, like, lives and breathes football. So I was like, okay. And I was like, that's a good cost to,
So I was like, okay.
loves sports. Dude, like, lives and breathes football. So I was like, okay. And I was like, that's a good cost to cut back on. And he was like, yeah, I think I can still stream sports via a Fire Stick. And I've heard of those things before. I don't really know a lot about them.
And I've heard a little bit about them before. I don't know too much about them, but I mean, I'm sure she knows about them. It's not that hard. It's a fire stick. You just connect it. It's just like anything else. She says, I don't really know too much about them.
But he was saying that he had a buddy working on it already for him.
Who's the buddy?
He didn't say, I didn't ask.
Why do you think that's important?
That he had all that.
He didn't say, and I didn't ask. He had a buddy working on. Hold on. That buddy, though, is a coworker, so she would know who that coworker is. Why would Chris say, oh, my buddy, and not Troy? She knows who Troy is. They work together. But notice that she says buddy. Isn't that crazy? She says buddy. Oh, he told me that his buddy was already working on it. Who's the buddy? I don't know. He didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. Don't you think that if Chris was meeting with a coworker and they're all mutual coworkers because they'll work in the same spot, that he would be like, hey, I'm meeting with Troy, our coworker? Or what? Or do we think that he would be like, oh, I'm meeting with my buddy? And she didn't ask, who's your buddy? And he wouldn't say, come on. Yeah, she doesn't want to say names. She never wants to say names. That's interesting. He didn't say, and I didn't ask, she says.
I think I can still stream sports via a Fire Stick. And I've heard of those things before. I don't really know a lot about them. But he was saying that he had a buddy working on it already for him.
Who's the buddy?
He didn't say, I didn't ask.
Didn't say, I didn't ask. Exactly, V-Bug. Yeah, she was not taken aback by the murders of his family, but she was taken aback by him canceling cable. Yeah, nothing else has shocked her as much as him canceling cable. Oh my goodness, he canceled cable. Out of all the things, that's one thing that she's just completely just can't believe. Oh my God, Kevin, this man loves sports. No, hold on. You don't understand. He loves sports. She's so insane.
Why do you think that's important?
That
She's
he
so
had all
crazy.
that set up? I don't know. I mean, it made me believe that.
Like he was ready to move out? Is that?
Oh,
or
I
he
get what
was
you're
ready to
saying.
go?
Yeah, like he was prepping. It still sounded like he was prepping. I mean, everything he did sounded like he was getting ready for everything to happen. The only thing that I
Getting ready for what to happen, Nicole? What do you mean? Oh, it sounded like he was prepping. Prepping for what? It sounded like he was prepping. He was getting ready for everything to happen. What is everything to happen? What does that mean? He loves sports.
found really peculiar about the whole situation was the fact that he just kind of seemed disconnected about the apartment thing on Saturday, whereas in previous conversations, he was the one who brought it up, and he was the one who seemed really excited about it when I offered to help him do some like legwork on trying to find him a spot for him and his girls.
Right.
Trying to find a spot for him and his girls. I'm just trying to help him do the leg work. He never works out his legs, so I'm just trying to help him with his legs. They look like toothpicks. Kevin, have you seen them? Oh, take photos and then send them to me. They look like toothpick legs. Yeah, she's saying that she's trying to help him do the leg work. But notice that she said that on Saturday, he was not really all that into moving out or, finding an apartment with her. Is this why she also Googled three-way twister? Is that why? Because she didn't really feel like Chris was all that committed to moving out with her. And she's feeling it and she's like, I don't really know. Is Chris really going to leave his family for me? And so that's why she needed just one last push. Let's go to the lazy dog. And then after the lazy dog, I'm going to let you visit my backside, Chris. That's what you've always wanted, right? Okay, I'm going to let you do it for the first time. It seems very desperate. Saturday seems desperate to me. Notice that she's saying that Chris doesn't want to move in with her anymore, or that he wasn't that enthusiastic on Saturday. Yeah, that's because she needed to give him one last push. And remember that Chris says, I really wish I had gone to the Rockies game instead of going, or sorry, was it the Rockies game or the Broncos game? I really wish I had gone to the Broncos game instead of the lazy dog. It's because it sounds like this was the last push. She wasn't sure if he was going to go through with it. And so she needed to prepare for back end twister and plan it with him at the lazy dog. What do you guys think? Hey, welcome back. Deadline. Okay, look at this. Is Chris Watts Cherokee? No. 67% say no. No inclination say others. And look at that. 25% said yes. Hold on. 25%. Hold on. Really? Or sorry, 8% say yes. Okay. 8% of you think he's Native American? Really? It's because he's all brown, huh? It's because he tans really well. I see it. I understand. Okay, what do we think? Do we think that Saturday Nichol Kessinger felt that Chris was wishy-washy and that's why she did all the things that she did on Saturday? Look at it, right? There's a lot going on here. A lot. NK Googling Twister, NK Googling Saratoga, Lazy Dog, right? The weight loss journey. Chris drove the Lexus to her place. What do we think? I think Nichol felt that Chris wasn't fully committed to the annihilation. All right. was NK. Okay. All right, this is the other question for you guys. Oh man, I wasn't even typing. Okay. On Saturday. I forgot to include Saturday, but the question is for Saturday because we're talking about Saturday right now. Saturday. So was Nicole Kessinger afraid that Chris wouldn't commit to the annihilation on Saturday? Right? Which would explain why she is acting very desperate on Saturday, per our calendar, per the discovery, per her own text messages to her friend, Charlotte, right? It sounds like she is very desperate. Is it because Chris was getting cold feet? I don't know. I think so. I mean, imagine, right? You know that you have to murder your family. I don't know. Again, this is Chris though, right? Like, does he even care?
Okay.
So I don't know who his friend was. It was just weird because sometimes it seemed like some of the things he said, he was still really. A lot of things he said made sense. It still to this day makes sense. And then other things that he said don't make sense at all to me anymore.
Yep.
She then tells Agent Kobeck that she was fired from both Anadarko and Tasman Geosciences the day before on August 22nd. She's upset because she said that they lied and that they said they weren't going to fire her and that Anadarko had offered to pay her and Tasman said that they would not. And this is where one of the myths that we always hear in the case comes up, that Weld County paid for her to get out of release. They talk about in this interview that Hazel, the victim's advocate, is helping her write a letter for them to let her out of release, not for them to pay for it.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right. It's because she got fired. So now she can't pay for her rent. So she needed help to get out of her lease. She's so upset. Oh, they lied to me. They told me that we're not going to fire me. Oh. That's all she worries about, really? She cried more about losing her job than about the family that was murdered because of her. The thing is that even if Nicole Kessinger didn't cry for Shanann and the girls because she didn't care about them, she would at least still cry for herself. This man that she spent an entire summer with is going to prison and he murdered his family. That means that she just spent all this energy and time going out with this man, falling in love and doing all the things, and then he's going away to prison. And yet she still doesn't cry. She doesn't cry about the betrayal. She doesn't show any emotion. Even if she was just a really selfish and just really crappy person and she does not feel bad for the victims at all, she should at least feel bad for herself, that she got lied to, that she got betrayed, that she's not going to end up in a relationship with this man that she invested so much time in, yet no tears. Not a single tear. She cares more about the job that she lost. Come on. There's something wrong. There's something wrong here.
And then contacted me the day after and pretty much just let me go. And just be honest.
Well, did you give her another job or another appointment?
They would have had to have. And I kind of had a solution for that situation too, but they didn't seem like they were all about it. So, I mean, it is what it is. I've only been working with them for like 4 months. They don't really know me that well.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and just leave it right here. Because now we're going to get into the victim advocate, and the rest of this is so crazy. I've already made a video on this, the whole series, but after the therapist, is she a therapist or a victim's advocate? After she leaves, Hazel, it gets crazy, right? Because after that, she starts lying yet again. And she starts crying about her job and, oh, I just wanted them to just keep me on. Can you please just write me a letter of recommendation? I mean, again, very selfish. She's a very, very selfish individual. Okay. All right. Our last poll. Was NK afraid that Chris Watts wouldn't commit to the annihilation on Saturday? 79% say yes. Look at that. 11 say no, and then the other 11 say no inclination. Okay, it is. Oh, so it is a victim's advocate. Question: why would she want to be with a guy who was so badly in debt? Yeah, exactly. Did she know before the murders or after the murders? That is such a good question. Yeah, she knew about him being in debt the whole time, yet she still wanted to be with him. And it's because I'm sure that he was going to sell the house, sell the car, sell all of these things, right? Another reason why I don't think that she would have been okay with Chris divorcing his family, because divorcing his family would mean that he would still be in debt. She was not okay with him being in debt. So why would she be okay with him sharing custody and paying 3 different child support, right? 3 different child support and possibly even spousal support. Who knows, right? The state of Colorado is a no fault, right? It's a no fault state. So whether you cheated or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That doesn't change the divorce proceedings. But if Shanann did request spousal support, he would have had to fight against it, right? He would have said, no, I'm not going to pay you spousal support for whatever reason. But still, 3 kids and child support for all 3 of them would have meant that Chris would have never had any money, even if he wasn't broke. Even if they were not about to file for a second bankruptcy, he would have still been broke because he was going to have to pay for 3 child support. And on top of that, for all of the fun activities that Chris and Nichol Kessinger love to do, all of it pretty pricey. All right, pretty pricey. Going to the sand dunes is not cheap. Okay, going to Bandimere Speedway, I bet, was also not cheap. Right? You're eating out, you're driving, you're going out, you're having to eat at the restaurant. You're like, I mean, you're spending money. So how are they supposed to have all of these little activities if Chris was strapped for cash because he has to pay child support for 3 kids? That's a very good question. Anyway. All right, guys, let's go ahead and end the previous poll. Yeah, she was going to tell him to pawn everything. Eric, welcome back. Aw, sorry you've been distracted. You know, work is such a distraction, isn't it? NK was too possessive. Yes. Yeah, to allow Chris to have any contact with Shanann. Yes, exactly. Way too possessive, way too controlling, and petty. She's petty. Where's your whose hat? Well, my hat is right here. I'm just not wearing it today because I feel like shit, you guys. I mean, I feel a lot better now, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna feel like crap after this live stream ends. Everything is just gonna. I think it's all just like up here right now, like in my sinuses. It's not coming down yet, but as soon as the stream ends, it's gonna go everywhere. Oh, Colorado housing market is fire. Yeah, that's what Nichol Kessinger says because she's also a realtor. Yeah, she's definitely the type to get jealous of his kids. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream. Yeah, I know I'm sick, but I'm glad that we did this. And yeah, we'll have another one tomorrow. And I just wanted to thank you guys, anybody who oh, look at this. Super chats. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Tiger. LA Woman, thank you so much. Hot Chocolate Lover. Starlass, welcome to Diamond. Angela, thank you so much. Eileen, thank you so much. Tammy, thank you guys so much for the support to the channel and for your super chats. Yeah, you see, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. It's like my body knows that I'm about to end the live stream, so it's getting ready to just fall apart. Sherry, thank you so much. Tiger, Teresa, thank you. Sam Spooky Witch, thank you so much. Yolanda, thank you. Teresa, Soily Blue, Tiger, Soily Blue, Teresa, thank you so much. Angela, Tiger, Soily Blue, V-Bug, thank you so much. Look at that, the clapping seal. Oh, that's so cute. It's purple. Um, GT, GTKH7FQ. That's a hard one. Thank you so much for the gemmin jewels. Thank you guys so much. I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. And my throat too. It's like, "Bleh." All right, guys. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream and for all the good laughs. Eat some steak. Okay, I'll eat some steak. Wait, is steak good or something? I don't know. I have these. I've been eating them like candy. Shit. I've been eating these like candy. I hope they work. Look, there's 25 drops and there's like a few of them left. I don't know. There's maybe like 10 left. So yeah, I've been eating these like candy. So wish me luck, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys don't get sick. Thank you all. uh, yeah, guys, if you like this live stream, look at me, I'm a mess. If you guys like this live stream, please go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. And I'm just going to sit here and eat my cough drops. I'm eating specialized barbecue pork ribs. Yum. Aw, that sounds really good. All right, I'm going to go make myself some soup and probably take a nap or something. I hope to feel better tomorrow. Some kombucha. Okay. Yeah. Some kombucha. Alka-Seltzer, maybe. Mm-hmm. I want candy. Oh, took me a minute to realize who you were. No way. Is it really that different? What's up, guys? Do I really look that different without my hat? Yeah, some of you guys just don't recognize me. Look, it's the same person. Yeah, for all the trolls, for all the haters, the ones who hate me so much. Where's my bald spot? Yeah, a lot of them like to come up with their own theories about my hat. Why do you wear a hat? It's probably because you're bald. Wow, didn't know you looked. Aw, thank you. It's my signature look, you guys. It really is. I wear it because I was really just trying to, I'm coming up with a signature look, It's what you do when you're trying to start a YouTube channel for the first time. You think all these things. You're like, what should I do that makes me stand out? I guess I chose the wrong one because people hate it. They're like, you look so stupid with that hat. Okay. I'm unrecognizable without it. What if I did this? Yo, what's up? What if I started doing this, you guys? Yeah. Yeah, I should do my next live stream should be like this, right? Yo, what's up, fool? What's up, bro? I'm bald. You're bald, bald, bald. Exactly. You must wear a hat. If you have a YouTube channel, it is an unwritten rule that you have to wear a hat. Have you seen every other YouTuber out there? They're all wearing hats. Some wear beanies, right? Some wear hats, some wear them, on the side. It's just a hat. I don't mind it though. I don't care. Yeah, I look like skater boy twats. I look like skater boy twats. Look, it makes my head look like I look like a pinhead. Don't I? I look like a pinhead. Yeah, it is. It's the Lulu. All right, let me flip it over. There we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining today's live stream, and thank you for hanging out with me for the last 5 minutes and just chit-chatting. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bye.